YouTube, I'm back into some more Pokemon Unbound. Today we are going to take on the third gym leader. I also need to explain many things that have happened between now and last part. I was literally just talking. I wish I'd put the time up on the end of the last episode. I think I've done about 10 hours off camera. I'm now up to 25 hours of gameplay time because I have been a busy little bee. I will also like forewarn you, apologies, I've actually caught 2 Pokemon off camera. This was basically because I was so like, I got caught out last time, really. I should have like, if I'd ended it early, I would have had a really awkward episode this time. I would have had like 30 minutes of stuff to do and then like, ideally needed a break to go and work away and beaver away. Because this gym battle is grossly unfair. But anyway, I caught 2 Pokemon off camera. One of them, you can see in my party right now, is Mapeka. Which is part of the reason why I wanted to try and sneak it into the last episode, but I just couldn't fit it in. Mapeka is an electric type Pokemon, unsurprisingly into the flying type gym. Electric type Pokemon, not a bad idea. And I couldn't get this until I got the Dex Nav. I literally ended the last episode by picking up the Dex Nav. So that's one of the Pokemon I caught. The other Pokemon I've caught is, well, it's Nickit, but then I've evolved into Thievul since then. This was a Pokemon that was a time-restricted, Dex Nav-restricted Pokemon, so again, it was just a little bit awkward. If people like really fussed about it, I will show at some point in this episode, you know, how I got these Pokemon. It's not particularly interesting, but actually, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it now. I'll show Nickit, but not Thievul. Because literally all you do is, now that I've got the Dex Nav, and I can Dex Nav search Pokemon, the Gen 8 Pokemon are in a slightly different mechanic to that. What you have to do is, you put on a Repel. I mean, you don't have to, but it's a good idea to put on a Repel. And then, okay, it's literally this. I run around the grass, you get one of those blue question marks, and this will always be a Gen 8 Pokemon battle. Now, in this grass, there are 2 battles. One of them is this guy, Yamper, and the other one is Nickit. Nickit is an evening encounter, and spoilers, I'm not recording this right now in what Pokemon deems as evening, so I won't be able to get Nickit right now, which is, again, part of the reason why I did this on camera, because it would require me changing my internal clock and stuff, and I just couldn't be bothered, so, yeah. Sadly, I didn't quite have time to do this on camera. Ideally, in the future, this will be the only situation where I don't catch Pokemon on camera. But yeah, just apologies. I ran out of time last time, and I needed one of them. And also, the big other thing I've been doing is, now that I've got Dex Nav, I have access to Dex Nav chaining Pokemon together, so I can actually get Pokemon with reasonable stat lines. And then also, I can breed them. So that's the majority of what I've been doing since the last episode is, I came to like a plan for this gym that's coming up, and I need to give them like actually good IVs ideally, otherwise they're going to get absolutely giga rolled. So I spent most of that time breeding Pokemon. Now normally this is not a terrible thing, like, you know, I don't make too much of a fuss about it. But at this point in the game, I don't have access to Destiny Knot, so I can't pull forward 3 IVs. I don't have access to a Perfect Ditto, which, I mean, without the Destiny Knot is kind of pointless, but, you know, I don't have access to that. I can't change my natures either, so it's a real crapshoot when I do this breeding, whether or not I'm going to get a good Pokemon or not. And really, it's just down to RNG. Like, I can get some S-class IVs, but whether or not they pass on is down to chance. And what the other ones really roll into, again, down to chance. So a lot of it is just like breeding like 100 Murkrows or something, and hopefully getting a good Murkrow amongst the 100. So I've done a lot of that. It's stuff I didn't want to put on camera because it's just so unbelievably tedious. And that is the majority of what the 10 hours has been. It's just literally me breeding Pokemon together. Also, the Dex Nav gave me access to getting Pokemon with certain like egg moves. And some of the egg moves are pretty stellar in this game, so that was the other thing I was doing. I was getting Pokemon with certain egg moves, breeding them together to pass the egg moves down. And now I've got some Pokemon, for example, the Lipard, which we're going to use in a minute, literally has 4 egg moves on it. So that's one of the things. You may have also noticed that some of my Pokemon now, we have a, well, I want to call, I nearly said Myanmar. Malamar is now called Cthulhu. It's actually a different one because this one's got good stats. By Sneasel, I've got one called Hidan now, which again has got better stats. We have Gaston, as, I mean, not Incineroar, where's my brain gone? Houndoom, and then we got Pegasus, oh, Zeref as well, the Honchkrow, I've got to do Honchkrow, and Imhotep, the Lipard. But yeah, I've got the other ones, maybe like down the line I'll do them as like a different stat line, like a different build. But they had such bad IVs, I just couldn't use them, so I had to get ones with better IVs. Hence why we have a bunch of new guys in the party. The other thing I did off camera, actually no, wait, while I'm mentioning this, we actually got our first shiny of the playthrough as well. it'd be cool to get it on camera, but realistically, it was always going to happen when I was like dex navving stuff, like to high heaven. I have 2 shinies. We have a shiny Murkrow, who I've named the greatest villain of all, Vang from my chat. And his accomplice, another shiny Murkrow. Cool, the other villain from my chat. So, we have 2 shiny Murkrows. Sadly, their stat lines are... They're not ideal. Vang is literally in the chat now saying, it's me. It is you. Yeah, the stat lines aren't ideal. Actually, to be fair, Cool's is not bad. Vang's is okay as well. It's not perfect, but it's okay. It's interesting. But yeah, they weren't quite the stat lines I needed, so I've got so many like Murkrows and Hodgecrows like lying around in various boxes. But yeah, we have 2 shiny ones. At some point when we start getting access to bottle caps, I will bring up their stat lines to be an appropriate level, and then we'll use these guys as some of our party. It's really funny as well, because in my last playthrough, when I did the bug-only playthrough, something very similar happened where I got 3 shinies over the course of that entire playthrough. 2 of them with Spinarak. And it was really weird because I got 1 shiny Spinarak and then 1 came along like 3 or 4 later. Literally with the Murkrows as well. I got a shiny Murkrow and it's like, do I stop now? And I was like, no, we'll carry on a little bit more. 4 more encounters later, I got 2 shiny Murkrows. So yeah, that might be all my shiny look for this playthrough, but I got 2 Murkrows off camera. A shiny's better than regular ones, other than like visually. Then no, they have no like stat bonuses or like move bonuses. They're just different colour. So yeah, we got some Murkrows off camera that are shiny. We'll do something with them at some point, but for now, I can't really use them. So, no offense, but we can't use them. Actually, you're both Prankster, I can't remember. You are both Prankster. Okay, we'll think of something to do with both of you. One of you will probably get evolved and one of you won't get evolved, is my other running theory. So, decide amongst yourselves who's going to get that moniker. Also decided that basically the villains of my chat, they will be the shiny Pokemon. So if we get another shiny Pokemon, my chat member, especially villainous people in the chat, keep an eye on you. You'll get a Pokemon named after you. Okay, so that's one of the big things to get in order. The other thing I need to get in order is that I've got a few more items than I had before. Things like Twisted Spoon, the Magnet, Wide Lens, Charcoal, Never Melt Ice even, Grip Claw, Quick Claw, so Metronome, so on and so forth. What I did was to get these things, certain Pokemon in these areas hold items, and literally I just went into the battles with them and just knocked their items off until I had one of each of like these items. And these were the more like interesting items. I said I do have access to things like Choice Scarf or Focus Sash. We're really scraping the battle of we're scraping the barrel of held items right now, so you know, I'm doing my best. Although, fortunately for me, there is actually one very, very useful item I've got, and I will be using it in the gym battle when we get up to it in a moment's time. But I was able to knock off, firstly, a Code Berry, which was actually quite useful in the bug playthrough, since that reduces super effective flying type damage. But for the dark types, you can get the Chople Berry, and Chople Berry reduces super effective fighting type damage by half, which means that my dark types, which are weak to fighting type moves, actually have a chance to live through one of these super effective maneuvers. So yeah, it was actually like insanely clutch. I think this is like the one final thing that I should mention, just in case like someone points it out. I caught 50 Pokemon off camera, just random Pokemon, like I literally just ran around grabbing them. Oh, this actually gives you a good idea of like how much breeding I've been doing. So, you know, it's been quite a lot. But yeah, I've got 2 boxes here of just Pokemon that are like not dark types, just random Pokemon. The reason I did that is, in the first town, you can get access to, I think it's called Stat Scanner, which lets you look at the EVs and IVs of Pokemon by just pushing, you know, well, I think it's the L key or the R key, I don't know. You push a key, on my keyboard is S, I believe it is, and it shows you the EVs and IVs of a Pokemon. And this is just so much more useful when I'm putting it into the Pokemon damage calculators, that I can just see what they are. Especially when I'm doing EV training, I know when to stop. So I did that off camera. It's super, super, like, monotonous. Again, you've not really missed anything. It was literally me catching 50 random Pokemon, and I'm doing it. And in fact, I can't remember if I even... There was, like, in actually YouTube, you won't see this, but Twitch, I did, like, a little secret stream with Twitch just showing them that I had this. And I ran back to the lab, but I was missing, like, 10 Pokemon. And I caught the other 10 Pokemon after that. So Twitch kind of saw me doing it, but I didn't quite grab it. But again, it was just purely because this is it's a quality of life thing, right? That's all I wanted it for. Anyway. The other things I would like to do today, if we can actually get to it, because I'll tell you about the gym when we actually get to it. We're not quite there yet, because I've not actually fought any trainers in the gym. Can I get this as well? Oh, one other thing I need to get. I mean, I haven't got it, but I need to do it because I forgot to do it last time. It's not this, by the way. But yeah, I need to fight all the trainers to get to the gym leader, and then when we get to the gym leader, I'll tell you what the deal is. But there's an item in here that I completely forgot about, and it's a really, really good item for this point in the game. If you talk to this person, the breeder, they ask you, show me a Pokemon that can still evolve, because they want to give me an Eviolite. I can. I can show you this Sneasel. And she gives me an Eviolite. Eviolite doubles the... No, it's not double, sorry. It's 50% increase of defense stats for a Pokemon that can still evolve. Really useful. Really, really useful. Although, funnily enough, I say this. I'm actually not using it in this battle. But originally, I was planning to use it in the gym battle. Wait, why am I not using it in this battle? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll, like, reconsider that. But I definitely want to grab the Eviolite. It'll be good going forwards. Oh, I can't remember if I mentioned this as well on camera or off camera or what I was talking about. I think I mentioned I could evolve Sneasel. I can't evolve Sneasel. I don't have the evolution item. I forgot it was Razor Claw, not Grip Claw, which is what I can get right now. So I can't get a Weavile. And a Weavile would be very good right now. So sadly I have to deal with just bog standard base Sneasel. You know what, Sneasel as well? I'm going to actually give you this Eviolite in the short term. While I work through the gym. Also, can you give me my water, please? Next time I go to the Pokemon Center as well, I'll show you the XP power of some of my Pokemon, because I nearly broke the level cap again. Just to give you an idea of how much I've been doing off camera. Anyway, now that we've gone into the gym, I can tell you what the gym gimmick is. The gym gimmick is that their Pokemon have permanent tailwind, is basically the crux of the gimmick. But actually, it's worse than that. Because I always forget insane difficulty, it's not just their permanent tailwind. They've also got strong winds. Now, if you know what strong winds are, that's fine. That is Mega Rayquaza's effect, which is brought up by Delta Streams like the weather condition unique to Mega Rayquaza. That removes the weakness of Flying-type Pokemon, which is really, really hard to deal with. So, yeah, it's pretty brutal. Speed control in Pokemon is like one of the strongest things you can ever have in the game. Removing your weaknesses, also fairly strong to have in Pokemon games. So, yeah, it's all around pretty brutal. I'm also going to let you know now, this pathway is the wrong way, and there's like 2 trainers that way. I'm not going to fight those trainers, I don't care. I actually want to get to the gym and battle the gym. So for example, this Trumbeak has no weaknesses. Because it's a normal flying type Pokemon. Strong Winds removes the flying type weakness. Then normal only has one weakness, it's fighting types, and Fly resists that. Because Strong Winds doesn't get rid of your resistances. Sorry, it gets rid of your yeah, it does get rid of your resistances, so the flying type still resists the fighting type. So yeah, basically this thing has no weaknesses, which is bullshit. Fortunately though, it's a Trumbeak, so it doesn't matter. But going forwards, it's going to matter. You're also getting teased by what my plan is for this gym as well, because you can see some of my moves. Oh, and the gym gimmick is just a maze. But I know the path. It's like my 5th time through the game at this point. I actually just went straight there. Now, when I get to the electric gym, or the electric steel gym, I'm going to get horribly lost again, because for some reason, I can't piece out how that gym's meant to work. Also, maybe you don't have strong winds right now, because I just saw that said super effective damage. The boss definitely has it, because they get the text for it. Come on here, Dad. You can break through. Excuse me, it's double slap. You're not meant to hit me 5 times. It's against the nomenclature. Ha! Again, secrets revealed. My Cecil's in the focus. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess Strong Winds isn't coded in here. They definitely have speed control, because I should be faster than some of these Pokemon, but... I said, I told Twitch this, I did check out the gym leader just to make sure that, like, this is theoretically possible what I'm about to do. And, yeah, it tells you a text like, this move is it's meant to be effective, but it isn't. It's like, oh, good. Thank you, Pokemon game. Okay, just tell you the tailwind is blowing. Fair enough. Don't paraflinch. Okay. I'll run the risk of this. I mean, the paralysis kind of doesn't matter unless I flinch. Okay. No harm, no foul. They miss takedown, I miss my attack. Alright, there's one more battle before the gym leader herself. I'll put Zerif in the lead. It's so weird, the penultimate gym leader, sorry, the penultimate trainer before the gym leader, Starly. Didn't send the best, right, for the last trainer. And you might be thinking, oh, they maybe have something insane in the back. But in the back they've got... Spearow. Not another classically good bird Pokemon. Okay, I'm gonna die to Brave Bird. I'm gonna have to go back to the Pokemon Center anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just trying to clear a path right now. I guess we'll reveal Gaston's moves as well. And then Picky Peck. I just can't speak today. 3 completely unevolved birds. Alright, nice battle. Okay, so the gym leader is here, but as I said, I'm gonna have to run back. You don't have to, but it'd be a good idea to run back. And I'll tell you the tales of why this gym leader is complete and utter bullshit. Thank you. Right. Let me get the items on the Pokemon and get me in the order I need to be in. You don't need that. You don't need that. You need... that. You need... that. You also need... that. You actually need... where is it? This. And finally, you two Danguses need... We're having a lot of berries today. It's a real fruit salad of a team. Where's Citrus? There it is. The final thing I didn't mention between the episodes is I've been doing the raid battles, but I do that all the time on all my playthroughs. Because the raid dens are quite good sources of items, especially at this point, berries. Alright, we're going to save the game. I'll create save state. We'll walk over to the gym leader and I'll tell you what the team is and what the plan is. Actually, no, I'll do it here, because there's some other things I want to mention. Alright, so the person I'm fighting is Alice. Alice is a flying type gym leader. As I said before, she has permanent tailwind. Tailwind doubles the speed of all your Pokemon, so she has some fast Pokemon for this stage of the game. Basically, I can't outspeed their Pokemon. That's the hand-wavy rule of thumb. The other thing, as I said, is when we get into the gym battle, they will have strong wind, so they don't take super effective damage from their flying type resistance or weaknesses. Their resistances, though, still do exist. So if I try and hit a fighting type move into a flying type, I will do half damage. Or if I try to do an electric type move into a flying type, that'll do neutral damage. This is their team. And there are some big issues with this team. The biggest one by a landslide, and why I thought this might actually not be possible, is this Skarmory. The Skarmory is actually a demon. Mainly because I don't really have a good Pokemon to kill it. And that's that's just so simple to, say. The big issue with this gym, and it was kind of the issue with the bug playthrough as well, where I had to come up with a way around this. I can't beat this gym leader under Stealth Rocks. It's just not possible. They swap around too much. I would take too much shit damage responding to them because I have to play reactive because I can't really get speed control. And it's really horrible to try and play reactive in Stealth Rocks because you just keep getting hit by the Stealth Rocks. In case you don't know, Stealth Rocks is a entry hazard effect. You take, I think it's 1 in 8, right? Or sorry, 1/8 of your health when you swap in. But if you have a weakness to it, you do take the super effective damage. Like, it's treated as a rock move. And if you resist it, you take like a 16th of the damage. Anyway, it's really brutal to it basically punishes you swapping around. And this Skarmory is a fucking nightmare for this. Also, Skarmory has an insanely high defense. A lot of the Pokemon I have access to right now are physical attackers. And I can't really break through the Skarmory. And even if I could one-shot the Skarmory, it's got sturdy, so I can't actually one-shot it. I need 2 instances of damage to kill it. And that is just no bueno. It's really, really hard to do. So the Skarmory is the big, it was honestly the big bottleneck for my team building. The other issue is this Dodrio, because as I said, in strong winds, flying-type Pokemon, they don't have the weakness, but they still resist things. So if you have a normal flyer, you have no weaknesses. Dodrio are also very quick as Pokemon go, so under Tailwind I have no way of outspeeding it, and its ability Reckless boosts the power of moves that have recoil damage. It's got a Choice Band, which means it's going to do 50% more damage when it gets locked into the first move it uses, and it has Brave Bird, and basically every single Pokemon I've got get one-shot by Brave Bird. There are a few exceptions, like for example Hisuian Quillfish actually has enough defense that it can live through one Brave Bird. The problem with that Pokemon though is that if you can live through the Brave Bird, most of my Pokemon are Dark types, so they get hit by the Fighting move in Jump Kick instead, which then just one-shots you instead. And then, as I said, Hisuian Quillfish is the only Pokemon that can live both a Brave Bird and a Jump Kick. By the way, Hisuian Quillfish not in this team. The problem with that Pokemon then is because it's got Poison typing, it takes super effective damage from the Ground type moves. And Dodrio also has a Ground type move as well. So basically Dodrio hard counters every single Pokemon I have access to. So killing this Dodrio is going to be really hard. It could just sweep through my entire team, and basically I need to set up a set of circumstances that lets me chip the Dodrio down. I'm probably going to have to sack something into the Dodrio as well, and just between it taking recoil damage, between me flinching it, trying to do priority moves into it, and so on and so forth, I need to chip this Dodrio down before it takes my entire team with it. Crobat is particularly quick, even not in Tailwind. In fact, if I wanted to set up my own Tailwind, because I'm actually allowed to do my own Tailwind, I could outspeed Skarmory, Gliscor, Dodrio, and Mega Pinsir, theoretically. Crobat, actually none of my Dark types can ever outspeed it. So there's just, I think I can speed tight at the very best, but there's no good line for this Crobat. I will say it's not particularly spooky, the Crobat, unless it starts nasty plotting in my face, in which case I'm fucked, basically. So it's a lot of the stuff about this battle is going to be, they're going to swap like nobody's business, and constantly countering me, and I would be trying to reactively swap in Stealth Rock and dying to it. So I have to stop Stealth Rock. This is why Skarmory is my scariest Pokemon here. But yeah, it's really scary with Dojo. It one-shots me. Crobat can set up, which is really scary because it will just one-shot me after like a nasty plot. Gliscor is also a piece of garbage because it has Toxic Orb and Poison Heal. So this thing is going to try and stall me out. It's literally like a... It's just like a... What's the word for it? It's like a stall Pokemon. Really annoying to kill. Again, it has got an Ice weakness, but it would be really nice if it was a 4-time Ice weakness. It's going to Toxic me. It's going to protect every other turn. Really brutal Pokemon to deal with. And I finally make a Pinsir here just to like really like stab the knife and twist it in for Bugs versus Dark type. Fortunately for me, it actually hasn't got a Bug move because Bug is also super effective into Dark types, but it does have Earthquake, and Earthquake is pretty good into a few of my Pokemon that can resist the fighting type moves that other birds have, or can take the flying type moves. Mega Pinsir is aerial, in case you're wondering as well, so any normal type move that Mega Pinsir uses will be treated as a flying type move, and Mega Pinsir is a bug flying type Pokemon. Anything else I need to mention about this, or are we like on par with like how bad this is going to be? I think we're like on the level now. I'll also say Storm Throw and Whirlwind swap you out, so if you try and set up in front of these guys, which basically is actually impossible anyway for me, they will swap you out instead and you'll lose your boost. And then with the Stealth Rock as well, you'll just keep taking extra damage. I guess I should also mention Iron Head's got a flinch chance, so if Skarmory outspeeds you and Iron Heads you might flinch out of nowhere and you will just lose. Crobat has Air Slash, it has a flinch chance on it. If it flinches you, you will just lose. And you can't outspeed this Pokemon, so just, you know, tough, basically. So what is my answer to this demon? Now, I will load up to it. It's not a good answer to this demon. It basically revolved around accuracy again. It's really just the be-all and end-all. I will say there was one other route, and I'm not gonna like... I'll tell you about the other two routes for this, okay? So I originally put together a team with Murkrow in the lead. We're not gonna bring Murkrow right now, but this is what this Murkrow is here, called Saruman. This Murkrow had Prankster. Prankster gives me extra priority, and then I can just ignore their speed. If I have higher priority than them, my move will go first. And what I was going to do was Prankster Taunt. And if you do Prankster Taunt, then Skarmory can't Stealth Rock you. The problem with that line is as soon as you do this, they instantly swap the Skarmory out. And I've always got that threat down the line of, I need to deal with the Skarmory at some point. And it just wasn't bueno. Like, I just couldn't find any line where I could stop the Skarmory coming in and getting Stealth Rock. Because, as I said, I have to play reactive, so if they proactively switch into Skarmory, I can't really get into a Pokemon to then deny the Stealth Rocks, because he will just always instantly Stealth Rock. So I basically have to, like, hard read the swap into Skarmory, and if I get it wrong, I just lose. So it was really hard to try and use Murkrow, and basically it became not reasonable. So then I started looking into ways to one-shot Skarmory, which, again, it has Sturdy, so I can't even one-shot it very well. My best move possible in terms of damage is on Houndoom, which is actually still in my party right now, and it is to do Incinerate with a special attacking focused Houndoom, and this still only does about 70% damage, so it would be relying on a crit to get a one-shot, and also I still couldn't proc the Sturdy. Like, I need to do some additional damage before it. This actually got me down a line, and I've not prepared for this, but like, it was actually my plan C if I can't do it right now. My plan C is to use Liepard to do Prankster stuff again. Liepard gets Prankster. And what I was thinking of doing was Fake Out on turn 1 to do a tiny chip of damage to Skarmory to break Sturdy. Then I was going to Prankster Assist. Liepard, by the way, is a really bullshit Pokemon. He does really bullshit things. And actually, even the one I've got is going to try and do some bullshit things. But it can do Prankster Assist. And what Assist does, it calls a random move from a Pokemon in your party. And it will do that move. But because Assist isn't an attack, it is actually a status move, it works with Prankster, so I can give a random move in my party priority. Obviously, this isn't good if you're calling random moves, because you've got a basically 1 in 20 chance of hitting the move that you want to. And this was the line I was going to go with. I was going to go Fake Out, and then I was going to go Assist, and the only move that can actually one-shot, the actual one that does the most damage, is Final Gambit. And Raticate, a Alolan version, learns Final Gambit. So I was literally going to use Liepard to call Final Gambit. And what's even funnier, and this would kind of be a better content play, I will admit, but it's like, it would have been really, really tedious and stupid, and actually possibly not possible still. I actually didn't know until I researched this. Assist can call eggs. you can call a move that an egg will learn when it hatches. And what I was going to do was I was going to bring a Alolan Rattata in an egg into the battle, because what I would like to do is reduce the number of moves my Pokemon learn, but I don't have access to the move deleter right now, so I can't actually do this. However, in the egg, the Pokemon would only have 3 moves, not 4 moves. So rather than being a 1 in 20 chance to call the move I wanted to, it'd be a 1 in 19. So, you know, really pushing the needle. It would require me to have 1 fewer Pokemon as well. So it wasn't bueno, but it would be really funny just to rock up with 5 Pokemon in an egg to the gym battle, go like, guys, I've got this covered, I've got a great strategy. Also, I'm not entirely convinced, like, it's perfectly coded as the game is, so I just want to, like, I do want to sit there just pushing the same, like, sequence and waiting for the potential 1 in 19, which may never actually happen. So, and also I'd heard to breed specifically for this strategy, and I was like, you know what? I can't be bothered. It'd be funny, but I can't be bothered. So instead I've gone with plan B, I guess, now, but actually, in terms of chronological order, this is C, but we'll treat it as B. My plan B is that I am going to use Liepard again, but rather than doing assist shenanigans, what I'm actually going to do instead is I am going to copycat their Stealth Rock. Because the way I won this with the bug Pokemon, because like it was really getting me like confused. The bug one was really hard. Don't get me wrong, the bug versus flying was not a good matchup. It was probably the hardest gym. But I was actually having more issues with the dark type one, which doesn't make any sense really when you think about it, because, you know, bugs take super effective damage from flying type. So how can I be like better with the bugs than this? And it suddenly dawned on me that the reason that it was so much easier was that in that battle, I magic bounced back the Stealth Rocks. So I didn't get hit by Stealth Rocks, but they did get affected by Stealth Rocks. Which means that when they're trying to be proactive and swapping Pokemon around to be the best possible matching to my Pokemon, they were getting Giga punished for it. And one other really interesting thing is, Strong Winds, while it does reduce super effective damage on the flying side of things for your attacks, it doesn't do it to Stealth Rocks, and Stealth Rocks does do super effective damage. So actually, Stealth Rocks into a flying type gym, this one in particular, is mega value, because you're actually doing like 25% of the health when they swap. So I came to the conclusion I had to set up my own Stealth Rocks. I couldn't just deny them Stealth Rocks. I also need to proactively do it, which is very unfortunate because there's no dark type Pokemon at this point in the game that will learn Stealth Rocks. So the alternate timeline was I started the game again with, I think it was like Pawniard I would have needed to do it with. Actually, maybe Sandile, I can't remember. It was one of those 2 Pokemon, and I would have had Stealth Rocks at this point in the game. But I was like, you know what? Let's toil and, you know, let's toil and try and get through this battle by bullshit means. I started with Hisuian Quillfish, we'll try and finish with Hisuian Quillfish. So yeah, I'm going to copycat their Stealth Rocks. I'm going to let them put Stealth Rocks up, because if I taunt them, they'll swap, and that causes me problems down the line. I'll copycat their Stealth Rocks. And the other like side of the plan of this Pokemon is that the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do Sand Attack, and this Pokemon is Prankster, by the way, so this will go before Skarmory will go, as long as it's just a move. And I'm going to lower their accuracy. They're going to Stealth Rocks, then I'm going to Copycat. Copycat copies the last used move in the battle, but because I have Prankster, I can, like, selectively with priority go before them to make sure I get their move that I want. Basically, I want Stealth Rocks. I'll Copycat Stealth Rocks, set it up, and it'll really punish them. The bit where it gets a little bit like, you know, this isn't going to be a good battle is I really need Liepard to actually kill the Skarmory afterwards. And the best way for this Liepard to kill the Skarmory is using Night Daze. Night Daze is a pretty good special dark move, and it has a 40% chance of lowering the accuracy as well, which works quite nicely with my Sand Attack. Statistically, it's not in my favor of this battle though, because if the Skarmory didn't have a fighting type move, it would be okay. I could deal with it. Sadly, it has got a move, and the move is Body Press. And the really awkward thing about Body Press is Body Press takes your defensive stat and uses it as your offensive stat. Skarmory, as I said, has got a really good defensive stat. The real unfortunate thing about this is Liepard at this point in the game has no way to lower an opponent's defense stat. If it was actually just a normal fighting type move that used the attack stat, I could have used Charm to sharply lower it, in which case I actually could have got this through with like almost 100% like certainty. But because of this, I can't lower its defense stat, and it just does so much damage, which is why it's holding a Chople Berry. Chople Berry halves fighting type damage into me, and it means I can live through 1 Body Press. Not 2, just 1. So I basically need to dodge 1 or 2, ideally 2 Body Presses. And it's not statistically my favor, I'll let you know. It's like, I didn't run the math, but I think it's like 3 or 4% chance. So we're gonna put the death count up. I will do a few runs where I show you like how the battle like works out, so you can see how painful this battle is if I don't get this scenario. But if I can get this situation to occur, it's really, really good for me to deal with the Skarmory and never have to worry about Stealth Rocks again. Encore is its final move. Encore is here because it's actually quite good into the Gligar, because the Gligar will try and use Protect to let it, the Toxic Orb trigger, so you can start getting Toxic Healing. And what you can do to the Gligar is you can... Sorry, it's not Gligar, it's Gliscor, sorry. You can Encore the Gliscor in Protect mode, and it will just repetitively use Protect. And because this is Prankster Encore, I have priority over it, and I will always go before it, so I can basically lock it into Protect. And then every so often I just weave in a Night Daze, lower its accuracy by 40%, and it kind of neutralizes that Pokemon to some degree, especially since it tries to Toxic you normally, and Toxic is already a low accuracy move, and lowering its accuracy further is pretty good actually. The Light Pad is here because it can actually kind of troll 2 of the Pokemon, but it's like very statistically unlikely that it occurs. The next Pokemon I want to talk about is Pegasus, aka my Morpeko. You might be asking why have you brought Morpeko to this battle, because, you know, the electric type damage isn't going to be super effective to flying type damage, so why an electric type? True, the problem with that, like, reasoning is, electric type is one of the few types that also resist flying, so this is one of the 2 Pokemon that can actually resist a Dodrio Brave Birds and, like, live. Live to tell the tale. Morpeko is also one of only 2 Pokemon that can also clear entry hazards, so that's the big reason why Morpeko is here. Morpeko and his entirely white moveset is here purely to do Rapid Spin. And Rapid Spin alone. Rapid Spin will clear entry hazards on my side of the field only. I could have done Defog as well, but Defog clears on both sides, which means like the strategy wouldn't work. I specifically needed Rapid Spin, and this is the only Pokemon at this point in the Dark type category that gets Rapid Spin. So that's why Morpeko is in this battle. Other moves include Fake Out, just to give me get a bit of chip damage, because I think there's a decent chance Morpeko will sit in front of the Dodrio at some point. The Fake Out chip damage with the Quick Attack, like priority damage, it will add up eventually, especially with like their recall damage. Finally, the best move Morpeko actually learns right now in terms of damage is Super Fang, which just halves the opponent's health. It could be useful into, I mean, if I unfortunately get the situation running into Skarmory, it's probably game over, but something like the Skarmory, or like maybe even the Gliscor just to halve it, or the Crobat to halve it. Yeah, it just does some decent damage, but probably it's going to die before it gets a chance to ever do that. This thing is also holding the Chocolate Berry. I would actually prefer it to hold the... I think it's called like the Sucker Berry. I don't think I'm joking either. It's something like that. Or the Sucker Berry. Remember Sucker. Sucker sounds more right for a Pokemon game. I'd rather this Pokemon resist ground type moves, because again, I can't really get around with its ground type weakness to Gligar, and Dodrio also the ground type move. And actually, I think Pinsir has Earthquake as well. So 3 Pokemon have got ground type moves. I'd actually have rather resisted ground type damage. But I can't get that berry yet, so I've put the thing on that resists fighting type damage. I would also really like to put like a sash or something on this thing, but even then that would have been really good with Stealth Rock, so... basically there was no good move to put on this Pokemon. Sorry, no good item to put on this Pokemon. Maybe the Chocolate Berry works, it probably won't do though. Next on the list of Pokemon I want to talk about, let's talk about Cthulhu. Cthulhu is here basically for one reason and one reason alone. It's like the only Pokemon here that can kill Crobat, like reliably. Crobat has got a 2x weakness to Psychic damage, and this is my only Psychic Dark type Pokemon. So that's why he's on the team. Now, he does have some really fun, nerdy tech. He's also got the move Simple Beam. The reason I put Simple Beam on this Pokemon is, if I Simple Beam their Gliscor, Gliscor's Toxic Orb healing strategy only works while it's got the ability Poison Heal. If I turn its ability though into Simple, which is what Simple Beam does, it turns your ability into Simple, then its Toxic Orb will Toxic it, and it will take damage from Toxic instead, which is a really funny like means of killing the Gliscor. And basically, you know, he's trying to stall me out, but I'm trying to stall him out. Ideally, I would have like protected this Pokemon, but I can't get protected this Pokemon at this point. So it's probably only ever going to push Psycho Cut or Simple Beam. If a Pokemon resists the Psychic type damage, basically if this goes in front of Skarmory, again, probably the worst case scenario, I do have Night Slash for some additional damage. And I just left Pluck on it because, why not? I needed a 4th move slot, and Pluck is... It's coverage. Not very good coverage for this battle. I guess, like, theoretically, into the Pinsir, it's probably his best move, it is Pluck, but... I'm not even sure that is true. It might be Night Slash and pray for the crit. This thing is holding a Citrus Berry right now. The Citrus Berry is just to restore, you know, a bit of health, because this thing is fairly tanky. I've also given it Contrary as an ability. It won't actually come up right now, but Contrary as an ability is it's what a, you know, like I say, Liepard is like this little bullshit cheaty Pokemon. This thing also kind of does the same thing. Contrary means that if any stat change happens to me, the reverse effect happens. So if my stats go down, they actually will go up instead. It slightly matters in this battle because one of the Pokemon has Rock Tomb, and Rock Tomb can lower your speed stat. And if they Rock Tomb my Cthulhu, I could potentially go to speed up instead. Which, if I could get enough of them, and I don't think I'll ever get enough that this will really matter, but I think if I got 3 speed ups, this would actually be faster than most of their Pokemon. Probably not quicker than the Crobat still, but it'd be faster than the other 4. And it would potentially be a Pokemon that could sweep through the enemy team, and that's kind of why this Pokemon is here. Clean up damage, and also, like, potentially sweep through the other team to some degree. Next, we're going to talk about this, like, 3 package, and these 3 are, like, a core package together. We'll talk about Zeref first. Zeref is here for a few reasons. He's holding the Citrus Berry as well. This guy is here basically because if I could get my own Tailwind up, Sneasel and Houndoom are faster than 4 of their Pokemon in Tailwind. So I could potentially get Tailwind up, this Pokemon dies, and then I can, for the remainder turns of Tailwind, outspeed with Houndoom and Sneasel. And with the chip damage from Stealth Rocks, they can one-shot, it's not one-shot, but you know what I mean. I can pick up one-turn kills from there with these 2 Pokemon. So this is like the core of the 3 together. There are other reasons, like if I think Morpego's going to take a huge ground-type move, I could actually swap into Honchkrow, and I'm immune to the ground-type move. So I have a bit of these like mind games I can play for potential swaps. This Pokemon's also got Haze on it, but it won't matter. The Haze was here for the Crobat, but it actually is completely irrelevant because if Crobat sets up on me, one turn of Nasty Plot, it will one-shot me, and I won't Haze in time because I don't have Prankster on this Pokemon. So it's like Haze is like here basically as an artifact. Unless the AI hard throws, it won't come up. And Brave Bird and Night Slash are its biggest damaging moves. It's got Super Luck, which increases the crit chance. I think normally it's 1 in 16, with Super Luck it's 1 in 8 instead. And actually with Night Slash has boosted crit chance. I don't know what it actually works out as with the 2 together, but it might be like 1 in 4 chance for a crit, and that's not messing around. That's some pretty good damage, especially when you look at my stat on this Pokemon, which I'll do in a minute, but this thing is built like almost purely defensively. So it does need a bit of extra damage, and a crit could swing a battle. The final 2 Pokemon I'll talk about, let's mention first Houndoom. Houndoom is holding the Tropical Berry so it can't get one-shot by a Fighting-type move, because it would get one-shot by most of the Fighting-type moves in this battle. It has Flash Fire. Crobat has got a Fire-type move in the form of Heat Wave. If I think a big Heat Wave is coming through, I could potentially swap to Houndoom to eat that. The only Pokemon where it's likely that could occur is actually if Sneasel gets in. Crobat is more likely to Heat Wave to Sneasel because, you know, it's weak to it. I could swap into Houndoom. Houndoom would eat the Fire-type move, and then hopefully can, like, snap back. But it probably won't come up. This Houndoom, as well, unlike my other one, is made special attacking, which is what Houndoom wants to do. Sadly, as I said, though, the best special attacking move that Houndoom can do at this point, which is Stab, is Incinerate. So that's what I've got. I've got Incinerate on my Houndoom, which does decent damage to Skarmory, as I said. If that matchup comes up, we're in trouble, but if it does come up, Houndoom can do some decent damage. Actually, again, with Tailwind, and if the Skarmory takes a bit of chip damage from the Liepard, theoretically, there could be a World Witch Alliance where I can Incinerate the Skarmory and kill it from like a slightly lower health before Stealth Rocks goes up again. That would be nice. Snarl is here potentially to slow down the Crobat, because Crobat is the only special attacker out of all their Pokemon, and Snarl lowers your special attack by 1 stage. Feint is here if I fight the Gliscor, because the Gliscor will protect every other turn, basically religiously. And Feint will, first it has additional priority, but also it'll go through Protect and do a bit of extra chip damage. Now, I will say, I don't want to be in front of Gliscor at all, because our Gliscor also has Earthquake, which is super effective into me, but if Gliscor is like 1 health, it gives me a means to kill the Gliscor, potentially. Finally, I've got Sucker Punch, which is another priority move. It's a stat priority move, and again, maybe can pick up some kills. Like, I can see a situation where a lot of Pokemon on their team gets left on like 1 HP, and we'll be thankful for the Sucker Punch, right? Okay, final Pokemon I'll talk about, which we've kind of seen already, is my Sneasel. My Sneasel's holding Nevermelt Ice to boost Ice-type moves by 20% damage, and it's basically going to spam Icicle Crash and hope for the best. Icicle Crash is super effective into Gliscor still, because ground is weak to ice. Throat Chop, the Dark-type move, is like an all-around pretty decent damaging move into their Pokemon. Also stab. I've got the feint tech again if I need to get a bit of priority and go through a protect. Alternatively, we've got quick attack, which again, it's a priority move, does slightly more damage than feint. It's got the ability Inner Focus because there are 2 Pokemon that have flinching moves, the Crobat and the Skarmory, and Inner Focus could stop me from flinching from it. And I came to the conclusion that Pickpocket wouldn't be very good in this battle. Anyway, that is the plan. As I said, it's so much... You'll see when we get into it, but it's so much RNG on the first Liepard. If Liepard can kill Skarmory, then like the battle is afoot, effectively. If it doesn't kill it, then we're in trouble. If we leave it on like 1 health, then that's also okay. Also letting you know now, I'm going to create a save state of the gym leader. If you're bothered about the money situation, take it up. Leave a complaint in my chat. I won't read it, but, you know. Leave a complaint there. I have literally infinite money at this point in the game, if I want it. Like, I've got 417,000, because I can just do the dress code battle over and over again. Which is intended, by the way. And that's really the only thing I lose. I mean, I'll put it still on the death counter, but it's the only thing I lose for whiting out, or whatever it's called in this game. Right. So let's create a save state. Save the game here as well. And let's get down to business. Oh, okay. Let me G myself up as well a little bit. And I'm going to probably need the damage calculator on my screen. Okay. Okay, we're ready. I'd love to knock this out in 1, but the odds are against me. Alright, here's the Metal Demon itself. So yeah, Strong Wind and Tailwind goes up for this battle. First turn, we Sand Attack to lower its accuracy. They do Stealth Rocks. I'd like a bit of that action, if you don't mind. So now I'm going to copycat the Stealth Rocks. And what I need is for them to miss an attack. It doesn't have to be the first one, but I need it to be the second one. That's huge. Okay, this is already fantastic. It is better they missed the first one because Night Days has a 40% chance of lowering their accuracy by another stage. Okay, that's my Trouble Bearing. By the way, Prankster only works on status moves, not attacks. So now I'm slower than it if I use an attacking move. We want to get the 40% accuracy drop, obviously. Nice, okay. So I think now its accuracy is around like 66% chance for a body press. If we get another miss, or they get another miss, we're actually so back. Okay, this... I honestly tempted to create a save state, because this is really unlikely. You know what? I'm actually going to... I'll not use it for now, but if we're absolutely desperate, I'm going to create a save state, because this is the perfect opening. I will do my best to not use it, though. I'm willing to do a grind. Because we're not out of the woods yet. Because remember, I still have Stealth Rocks on my side of the field right now. So I need to get into Mapeko at some point. Okay, the Gliscor comes in, takes a Stealth Rock, fine by me. This thing is going to try and protect, I think, on turn 1. That's my prediction. Okay. But because it's protected, I have priority Encore. So I'm going to Encore it to protect. The reason I protected turn 1 is it wants the Toxic Orb to trigger. Like so. And now we Encore it. And now it's forced to protect. Right, the next turn the protect will definitely work. So, I should... It doesn't matter what I do. I was going to say, should I copycat it? But I don't know if that even works. Now this turn, it shouldn't get protect unless it gets lucky. It's a 1 in 3 the protect happens again. Alright, it failed, so I get a Night Daze off. And the whole point about doing this is just lowering this Pokemon's accuracy. That's all I'm here for. I actually probably should just Sand Attack, because the damage is semi-irrelevant. Encore has ended? That's what you think. I'm going to Encore you again if you don't mind, because your last move was Protect. By the way, the other line I had with this Pokemon, before I did Sand Attack, I was considering using... Fuck, it's not called Embargo. What's it called? Sorry, let me just check what this is called. I always forget what this move's fucking called. It's the thing that stops you doing multiple moves. Torment. I was going to give it Torment, because I could have Tormented the Skarmory to stop it doing the same move 2 times in a row, and then I could have Encored it, and if you Encore a Tormented Pokemon, they will struggle instead. And it theoretically could have been quite good here. But I came to the conclusion that Sand Attack would be better for the Skarmory battle. Anyway, I think we Sand Attack now, right? Yeah. Because you've got a guaranteed Protect now. You know what? I've actually changed my mind. I'm going to Sand Attack this turn as well. Because it's the accuracy more than the damage. The damage is actually irrelevant, as I said. Now, I can only do this to a certain point because the Encore will eventually end. I want one more Encore. What I'm going to do is, okay, I'm telling you what the plan is now. We're going to Sand Attack it one more time, which hopefully we next turn, and then I'm going to swap. Sorry, I'm going to Encore again and then swap. They got a double Protect, which is like maddening. Okay, it's time to swap. I did go on accuracy debuff on this thing, which means Toxic is fairly unlikely to hit now. I need to get into Pegasus as soon as possible. Oh, don't worry about this effect either. It actually does nothing right now. So they're going to Protect. The timing is just slightly off here. Do you still stay on court for one more turn? Okay, ends. It's honestly fine as long as I get... Oh, it's not fine actually at all. It's really not fine. Piss! That double Protect has actually cost me, I think. Because it might Earthquake me instead. Oh my god, it's so brutal. There is a chance Earthquake misses, but if I don't get the Earthquake miss, then I lose. So I have to remove Stealth Rocks. I fucked up. I mean, I'd say I fucked up. If it wasn't for the double Protect, we'd be fine. Let me just quickly check. The calc is right. This is why I wanted the Ground Berry as well, just for this one situation, but I couldn't have it. Not allowed it. Gliscor. Into Morpeko. Okay, my calc here is showing that I lived this. It's showing the damage is 71 to 84. And yeah, the numbers are all less than the number I've got. I'm about to, like, lose my mind, though, if this does kill me. Okay, he's Toxic, that's fine. Actually, so A-okay in my book. It's a bit of a bullshit that they hit me, but whatever. To be fair, the odds were the Toxic would hit. That crit is irrelevant, but the Stealth Rocks going is not irrelevant. Now it will Earthquake me, because I will definitely die to it. And what's my tech for Earthquake? It is this guy. And more importantly, I don't take Stealth Rock damage anymore. Da-da-da! You can't hurt me. And their best move, I will say, is a rock-type move, but it's not that high damaging. It's also quite low accuracy, and I've lowered their accuracy by a stage. This is where things get a bit questionable again. It's just when I use Tailwind or when I don't use Tailwind. It's probably a better idea right now to push the damage in. Especially since I kind of predicted it was going to Toxic me again and not protect me. Because, like, that's good damage. Okay, this might be wrong, but I'm going to predict the protect this turn. I'm so good. So I get a free Tailwind off. And they're going to try and Toxic me again next turn. It might actually be a better idea right now not tanking my health with Brave Bird, and I'll go for a Night/Crit. The accuracy dropped bad. Could have been 3. Okay, that was a crit. It's going to be a very tedious battle. Also, I think the Tailwind will end before I get to use it. What I could also do is, and I might do it in a second, I could take a risk. Oh, wow, Toxic again. I could take a risk and swap while trying to spam Toxic into Sneasel, because Sneasel will one-shot it. Alright, I think that's the last turn of Tailwind. I don't need it. Wow, do I ever double protect? Why are you not using a rock move? That's a monumental crit. Sadly, I think they're going to protect next turn. But you know what? I can put a Tailwind up again. As long as I leave the Glide Guard at very low health, it's kind of okay, this. Oh my god. They got me. Please live. Oh wow, okay, that's why they don't use it yet. Speed drop with it, which is pretty bad. I think I still outspeeded though with the Tailwind. And honestly, at this point, I think I actually do Brave Bird with the hope that I get KO'd. Wow, they're actually faster. Oh my god, I didn't realize. I just realized what's happening. The strong wind's affecting me as well. I'm a flying type. That's why it's not doing rock type moves. Okay, Gliscor's down. And Gliscor was a painful Pokemon. Xerath is also down. He's dead to poison. Which is going to make this a slightly awkward turn for me. Which I've definitely said before. Because now I have to pick first what to go into. I'm probably going to Houndoom. But I suspect they're going to Dodrio. Yeah. Alright, let me just quickly check the maths on this one. So Dodrio into Houndoom. So yeah, it's bad, basically. Houndoom lives nothing, is the problem here. Even with the Truffle Berry, actually the Jump Kick will kill it. So, I think the best course of action is to sack something. I kind of want Imhotep to still be around because I would like to encore the Crobat. I think tries to do Nasty Plot, but I should have gone Sneasel. Sneasel was so much better, or safer at least. Wait, hang on a minute. Am I faster? We're still in Tailwind, right? Oh my god, I'm faster. Unless I counted it wrong. I forgot to show the EVs. I'm so dumb. It's the only Pokemon I put any speed investment into is this Pokemon. I'm actually going to quickly check I did do what I thought I did. But yeah, I put speed investment into this Pokemon just so that if I get into Tailwind, I'm faster than Dodrio. That was the only reason I did it. Okay, I'm going to try to pick up the kill. It might leave a slightly awkward situation later. I am faster. Because this might not quite kill. Okay, I think we're both going to go down together. Which is fine, because they only have 5 Pokemon, I have 6. So if we keep trading 1 for 1, I win. But the pincer now becomes scary. Is that the last time of tailwind? No. So now I go into you. I'm gonna guess Crobat. It's Pinsir. This will be super effective. Now, I will also say Icicle Crash isn't 100% accurate, it's 90% accurate. Please don't miss Icicle Crash. In fact, hang on a second. Is it even worth risking this? I would absolutely love it if I kill this guy first time. Because it's such bullshit, this fight. It has to be Icicle Crash. It's so much more damage than Throat Chop. Alright, 90% accurate, I think it is. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. That's fine. Weaken it, I don't care. It's actually less damage than I was expecting. That crit didn't matter. I'm 4 times weak to it. Tailwind is gone now, which you'd think would be bad, but I'm actually not super upset by it. Now, this is the reason why I've left Pegasus alive. Pegasus has got Fake Out, so I get 1 free turn. Cheeks clapped. Now, my next question is, can this guy kill Morpeko from here? Yes, it has Earthquake. Right, good point. So we're going to do a quick attack. And just keep chipping him down. That's Morpeko's ass. We might lose this, you know. Because I swapped into Houndoom rather than the right Pokemon. Because I don't think Liepard takes a hit. And I really need Malabar for the last Pokemon. Malamar can take a hit. Okay. Oh, I don't like it, though. I really don't like this. It has to be Malamar. Sorry, I just got to make sure that I'm right with everything. Actually, I can check here. The best move is the same. Okay. They're not different accuracies, right? Psycho Cut and thingy. 100% accurate. 100%. Okay, it's fine. They're both the same. No, they're not. I use Psycho Cut in case they do something bizarre and swap. We each are Citrus Berry. And this should be Pinsir dead. And now it's 1 Pokemon versus 2. And Cthulhu has got a type advantage. I just need to live 1 attack. Please tell me I can live 1 attack. As long as I don't get crit this turn, I win, I think. Okay, definitely win if you use that. Excuse me? What? You lived? Bad things have occurred. Like, actual monstrously bad things have occurred. I think I've lost. Because I have no priority move anymore. I don't believe that. My calc... Actually, my calc does say it was only 74 to 90. It was the best move I could do. +2 special attack? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose! Yeah, there's no damage roll, which is lower than my health. I'm so close! I got one crit. No. Okay, hang on a second. Let me think about this. No, there is a win condition. I've seen the win condition. Imhotep is going to save me. We have to die this turn. The win condition is copycat. Because I think this will work, right? I mean, it's my only option. Prankster, because I'm slower than Crobat. Prankster, copycat. And I will copy your Sludge Bomb, which, even though it's not effective, should be enough, I think. Let's go! Yes! First time, baby. First fucking time. So statistically unlikely. Oh my god. That's actually insane. Again, I can't stress how hard this battle is. I guess I can. My alternate line was literally assist into Final Gambit to kill a Skarmory. And I just want to point out, if I didn't get Stealth Rocks on their side of the field, I wouldn't win that. I wouldn't have killed the Crobat from there. Oh my god. Anyone else feel like their veins pulsating right now, or just me? I'm so happy. I've used all my Peglin-looking Pokemon, it turns out. Again, this is going to come out before Peglin, but there are some episodes coming up. Just let's put it that way. Give me my Flying Gem. Yeah, I know how Rocks Smasher works. I'm 36. Admittedly, you didn't smash a rock there, you did smash an icy wall, but still. I could have put 2 and 2 together. I could have, like, extrapolated. Oh, so good. Right. Next on the agenda. I actually haven't prepared for the next guy. I would like to get my bicycle. I don't have my bicycle yet. Oh, actually, before I do this, sorry, I should have done this before the battle, but I'm stupid. It's also the other reason why I wanted this item, because you can see my EV spreads and my IVs. I said I can't breed I could breed perfect Pokemon, but it would just take a godforsaken amount of time. So I just got Pokemon which were, like, good enough. So this is Imhotep. This is Zeref. Zeref's actually pretty insane. This is Cthulhu, Hidan, Pegasus, and Gaston. But as I said, Gaston, I put the 172 speed stats in just so I could outspeed Dodrio in Tailwind. And it came up, ladies and gentlemen, it came up. So good. Okay, I have no memory, by the way, of the guy I'm about to fight. Oh, in case you're wondering as well why I had a Quillfish. Quillfish can live one attack from Dodrio on very low health. My plan was to give it Quick Claw Flail to hit back for like 70% damage. It was a stupid strategy, but, you know, it's kind of funny. To be fair, it's still better than my other Quillfish right now. It has Poison Point as well, which could have poisoned the Pokemon on contact, but outside of that interaction, this Hisuian Quillfish was, like, basically worthless in the gym battle, so I came to the conclusion not to bring it. Anyway, you guys, you can get in the old Dark Lord box now with the rest of them. You two can come to the bottom. And actually, oh, I don't have the Hisuian Stone. I was going to say I could get Oshawott to Samurott now, but I can't. Well, I can, but it'd be the wrong Samurott, so I won't do that. That'd be a pretty poor idea, it turns out. Okay, we need to fight the guy in the tunnel. So let's go fight the guy in the tunnel. I'm also going to try Thievul. Thievul is a completely awful Pokemon in the actual main VGC game. For one reason in particular, its stats are gross. Not gross as in good, gross as in awful. Like, they're really, really bad for well, a Gen 8 Pokemon in particular, but just for a Pokemon in general. Extremely weak Pokemon. However, and also, I think I mentioned this last time, it's a special attacker by, like, what his highest stat is meant to be special attack, but it has, like, no special attacking moves, so, like, I don't know why Pokemon Company didn't like this Pokemon, but, like, they fucking really, like, tortured it. But in Pokemon Unbound, they've given it a little boost, and it gets Technician, which it doesn't normally get in the base game. And I'm kind of pervertedly interested in what Technician plus a Beat Up is going to do, because Beat Up is a move where it attacks for every other Pokemon in your party and uses their attack stat to attack for you. But the calculation isn't their raw attack stat, it's their raw attack stat divided by 10 with 5 added onto it. And for the most part, that's going to take you below 60 base power, so I think Technician will boost every hit. So I kind of think that Technician boosted Beat Up is going to be disgusting. And that's what I want to test, so that's why Aizen is here. Also, I'm going to take off some of your berries for now. I could be convinced to put them back on again in the near future, but for now... Actually, you can hold that one, that's fine. The berries are pretty important to me. Okay, we will give you some special items, though. You can have Charcoal. I got that off slapping off a Torkoal, I think. Pegasus, you can get a Magnet. I can't remember who I smacked to get that off. I think it was Nosebastard that gave a Magnet. Cthulhu, have a Twisted Spoon on me. That came off Abra, I think, and then Aizen. I don't have dark glasses, so I don't really have anything for you. So you can just go in raw. And actually, same for you, I think. You're going to have to go in raw. Actually, no, we'll give you Wide Lens. You get that from slapping Yanmas, I think. You have a low accuracy move, so that has some merit. And let me sort this out. Also, I just realized you're not holding Nevermelt Ice. I'm stupid. You are holding Nevermelt... Wait, I had two. Oh, I had two. Nevermelt Ice, you got off slapping... What's it called now? Snover, I think it is. Oh, obviously saved the game as well. Holy shit. Wandering around here risking, like, a power cut when I just beat the gym leader. Honestly, it was moments like that where I suddenly saw the copycat play for Lethal. That's why I love these, like, monotype playthroughs and, like, using Pokemon you wouldn't normally use in ways that maybe you wouldn't normally use them. It just generates, like, these little hype moments where it's like, holy shit, I didn't even consider it in my team building. But, you know, there was a way. Alright, there's a few things actually we need to do now that I think about it. I did say I was going to rescue the person over there. So, actually down there, sorry. So maybe we'll go rescue the person down there. Who's in my party right now as well? I lost you. We're getting closer and closer as well right now to the 4th gym battle. And after the 4th gym battle, I can change my nature to my Pokemon. Which is very exciting. Then after the 5th gym battle, I think I get... No, is it the 5th or the 6th? I can't remember now. Maybe the 6th, actually. I get access to the Ditto. And... No, the 5th gym battle, get access to Destiny Knot, which will actually change a lot. Alright, let's go... I saved the Vulpix, I think it is, that I'm doing over here. We'll do some quests. As I said, I could do no quests. I'm not doing all quests, as I once threatened to do in another playthrough. But I'll do quests which I think are fun. Also, this quest is... I have to fight Crabominable, right? Which actually might be quite hard for me, because it's a fighting-type Pokemon. And I suppose I'll rescue the small child as well. Oh yeah, I forgot, I didn't fight all the trainers on that route. So yeah, we have a few other things I'd like to do here before we leave. Should really pop a Repel right now. I mean, actually, now that I say this, I should be fighting the Pokemon, right? My level cap has gone up to 36. I think Ice Stone is completely worthless. I did have a quick look through the stones. And I think I only need for this playthrough Leaf and Dusk. but I could be wrong. I like his nameplate's burglar. Very sneaky. Burglar Jet has a Ninetales. Don't we get, like, accosted by Crabominable at some point? Alright, really bad matchup now that I think about it, because this thing it was just Dark-type Pokemon. And I've not brought my Poison Pokemon with me. So, yeah, this is not ideal. Alright, let's go into Gaston. They have confused Ray, which is very fortunate because I'm not called Ray. So it shouldn't be effective. Wow, Dazzle Gleam. This is neutral, right? Please pass. Thank you. I'll go for a Sucker Punch. Gaston, come on, buddy. Alright, just break through this turn. Nice. I think that kills from here. Okay, good. And your last Pokemon is Mightyena. Nice. I like the dark typing. I don't really have a good swap here. You might be faster than me as well. Alright, you're not faster than me. It'll do a decent chunk of damage. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, Gaston wants to live. Please don't have Sucker Punch. Yes, Gaston. My team are like, they heard me struggling, you know, complaining in the Discord, saying like, oh my god, I don't think these guys can do it. I don't think they're up for it. This gym battle's gonna be too hard for them. And they're just carrying. And by the way, I just gotta point out, the very start of this playthrough, one of the Pokemon I said I wanted to feel good about again was Liepard, because I played Pokemon Black with this Liepard, and it was god-awful. I hated it. I didn't really enjoy Gen 5 at all, and I think one of the big reasons was that Pokemon soured it for me when I tried to use it. Now, obviously at the time, I probably got one with really awful EVs or something. I'd probably put, like, bad moves on it for the time. What does it do as soon as I get it? It clutches a gym battle. And now I feel so good about it. It's like Liepard. What an incredibly toxic piece of shit Pokemon. I love it. It fits my character perfectly. Alright. Crabominable. Also resist Dark-type Pokemon, so sorry, Isaac. I guess we're not gonna get to see you in full swing. I can do a boosted Tail Slap, though. Fucking missed. Oh, that's actually really bad for me. I probably would have liked to die there, in-game. I mean, to be fair, it's adding up, right? Reminder, if this wasn't Technician, it would have done half the damage. Okay, it's +2 Crabominable. Honchcrow, are you faster than this thing? Because I'd like you to be faster than this thing. Actually, we'll go down this route instead. Fake it out. Clap them cheeks. Then go into hangry mode. In case you're not aware about Morpeko, by the way, and what it's doing, why I said ignore it. Morpeko's got an ability called hangry mode, and all it does is it swaps between two forms. And the reason this matters is that in this form right now, if it uses a move called, and it's a signature move called Aura Wheel, it will do dark type damage, and if it's in its normal mode, I can't remember what it's called now, like full mode, it does an electric type move instead. That's the whole point of it, is to work with a signature ability. But currently I don't have the signature ability. Sorry, the signature move, so. It's completely irrelevant. He's just transforming for the sake of, for the love of the game, really, he's doing it. Anyway, I've rescued her Vulpix, so I've got an Alolan Vulpix now, which unfortunately is not a dark type. Holy shit, a dark type Vulpix though? I could see that going hard. Oh my god, a fake mon? Like a ghost dark Vulpix or something? Make it like a Kitsune? Fake mon artist? Make it so. Let me put one in the box for a second. You can go in the box for a second. Just want to quickly go and grab my quest reward, which I think, as I said, is a Alolan Vulpix. Which, by the way, it probably won't matter over the course of the playthrough, but there is a small chance it does matter. The small chance being, if it's got an egg move or something that can be bred onto a Dark-type Pokemon, then it's gonna have some use on this playthrough. For example, to get Flail my Quillfish, which I didn't actually use in the end, I had to breed Hisuian Quillfish with a Magikarp. Oh, to get Rapid Spin on Morpeko as well, I had to breed Morpeko with a Drillbur. Which I imagine was an experience for the Morpeko. Where's the quest? I thought it was here. Is it? The Pokemart. Is it? I think it's this house. It is this house. Oh, one other thing, I actually have to come up with potentially a new rule for the playthrough as well, now that I think about this. And it's based around the move Assist, which I never have to worry about with the Bug-type Pokemon because none of them learn Assist, but how legal is it to bring an egg into a Pokemon battle in a Mono-Dark playthrough that isn't a Dark-type egg? I mean, you don't have typing on the egg, right? It could be, it could be a Alolan Vulpix, right? But apparently I can call moves from eggs with Assist, which, again, I didn't know about. It might also not be in this game, but definitely on Bulbapedia, it was like, you can call egg moves from eggs. Because it could potentially give me access to moves that I shouldn't have access to. Do we think this is reasonable, or do we not think it's reasonable? Personally, I think it's not reasonable, except if the egg I know is a Dark-type Pokemon, in which case I think I would allow it. Because I'm really like, it's not a good strat, right? Let's be fully clear with one another. It's not a good idea. And to be fair, I probably won't ever do it again now. Because I will get access to the move relearner. I think literally now I have access to the move relearner now that I think about it. Or to delete it more to the point. But yeah, do we think that is fair or unfair? I guess we'll see. If I get really stuck in a battle, maybe I'll like bend the rules a little bit, but fuck, I missed a fucking Pokeball. I don't remember what that is. I should have got it though. Oh, by the way, sorry, I've battled this trainer off camera and the next trainer off camera as well down here. The reason I fought this guy, because I needed to get a Snover in this grass. And this guy looks at this one tile here, and I could accidentally run into him while I was dex chaining. I think it wasn't acceptable, so I had to fight him off camera. This girl I didn't have to fight off camera, but I'm just stupid and ran into her. So I apologize about that one. Alright, come on, small child. First three Pokemon you say. We should probably not bring Aizen then. Probably should bring the Fire-type Pokemon. We'll go with something like this. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'll bring Aizen. Might be the only time we literally see this Pokemon if he doesn't work very well. Because if this beat-up strategy isn't very good, then you don't have good stats, and I don't think you've got a particularly interesting move pool. In fact, you're a very early contender for the the worst dark type Pokemon that we'll use on the playthrough. Am I allowed to walk into the raid den with you, buddy? Just interested. Okay, he's allowed. Oh, the den's empty though because I've got him with me. Okay, fair enough. The other thing that I've got from this gym battle now is I'll have access, I think, to another like higher raid den, which will give me better items as well. The other thing I like about this game, I like the incremental like unlocking of things. 2 fighting type Pokemon, eh? Oh, perfect. Sure, I wanted to see. Might as well incinerate. I'm very happy you did that into Pikachu and not me, because I think I would have exploded to that. Alright, I would have exploded to that. Alright, I fucked up. It turns out I shouldn't bring Thievul because my ally doesn't have 6 Pokemon. Well, between us we have 6 Pokemon. I have a horrible feeling I'm going to die here. Holy shit, my speed went up because of Contrary. That's funny. That's not something I thought was going to happen. By the way, Malamar does... I mean, I was going to say it sees competitive play. Very rarely it sees competitive play, but it's kind of a mean Pokemon. Oh, fuck's sake. I have to go for you. And what you meant to do this thing is, because it learns a move called Superpower, which normally lowers... I think it's your attack and your defense stat. We're going to lose this battle. This is where my death is going to be. Incredible. So yeah, it learns a move called Superpower, which is meant to lower your attack and defense, but with this Pokemon, it raises it. That's so funny. It's been a huge streak as well of not dying. Ended by a small child. Oh, sorry, it was not over, but it is over. Actually, maybe it's not. Hold on a second. Thievul! It's you against the world, buddy. What did... I think I have to go for a kill them a choke. Because low kick will kill me. Thievul, you've let the team down. If you'd killed the Machoke there, if you'd hit one... Okay, 52. If you'd hit one more time, you would have won that battle. Small child, your mum better, like, reimburse me for this. Alright, I just beat the gym leader! You're like, oh, is the game too hard for you? You can lower the battle difficulty. I don't need to lower the battle difficulty. I just need to not bring fucking Thievul with me. Alright, let me run back down to the bottom of the mountain. At least I can go get that Pokeball now. But yeah, after this, I'll go and try and get the bike. So I have to do this speed up cheaty bike that I do, which is like that. Could you leave me alone? Small child, I back. This time I brought a bird. Also, it's better be worth it. I can't remember what the reward for this is. Hopefully it's a TM. Alright, I'm back. We shall do battle again. Also, I will kill your left Pokemon. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It's not a double battle. I was going to say, I'll kill your left one because you had 2 in the right slot, but you actually have 3 in the 2 slots. I wish you lived that. I mean, it was a critical hit to be fair. Oh my god, I've hit the wrong Pokemon now. Alright, you can't low kick me, I'm a bird. I'm too high for you, you'll miss. Okay, we've at least picked up 2 kills with the Honchkrow. Hopefully my other 2 can deal with the Machoke. Even getting dings out of it. You want to learn Switcheroo? It's funny. It's really funny. I think it's not a good idea, but it's funny. Switcheroo is better when you get choice items. Or, like, a specific battle, I suppose. Alright, Cthulhu, can you kill Machoke? A question many have asked, but none have had the answer to. Until now, Cthulhu does beat Machoke. In the hail as well. I guess we haven't answered the question of does he beat it in the rain? Or the sun? Or a sandstorm? I do like the weathers are, you know, sun, rain, hail or snow. Sure, that's fine. They're weather conditions. Then the other one is fucking sandstorm. Sandstorm's not a weather condition. Like, it's something that, you know, can happen, but it's like no more of a weather condition than hurricane. I don't really treat it as a weather condition. It's like, I don't know what to say. It's like a secondary action of the weather. Picnic's the fun wherever you go, just like Pokemon. You picnicking on a snowy mountain? That sounds like not my ideal thing to do. Although I say that, I've been watching the... Can I have a little weed moment? I've been watching the anime about camping. I forgot what it's called. I mean, it's called Camping for Two, but I can't remember what his Japanese name is. On a whim, I decided to watch it, just out of, you know... I mean, I had nothing better to do. I was like, sure, it looks like, you know, kind of cutesy. Why not? It's chill. And it was like a Sunday or something. Kind of enjoying it. It's honestly like a little camping lesson. I've never really had a draw to go camping, but it's... I don't know if it's being made by Big Camp, which actually, now that I think about it, it might be a completely different organization whatsoever, in its entirety. But... yeah, it's kind of like draw me to the outdoors a little bit. Now, I'm not going to go outside to touch the grass, but you tempted me. You at least made me consider it. Sadly, follow me will not work for it. For I am attacking you with spread moves. What's wrong with your Pikachu? Why is it dying to, like, any move? Any and all moves, it's falling over. You need a Thunderstone? I can get you a Thunderstone, kid. You want to turn into a Raichu? A Snarl. Stealing my item? Oh, it's my charcoal! Come on. 95 accurate? Fuck, I'm gonna sucker punch it. Alright, we're fine. You may have noticed I've got this guy kind of set up as a mixed attacker right now. I've got 2 special, I think 2 physical. But it's definitely more in the special side of things. I just didn't have better options. That being said, it's still Sucker Punch, and this thing still has okay attack. It's Big Pearl. That can go in the old money sack. Okay, I've got like 3 battles left on the mountain. Kadabra and Cupchew. This is probably going to be a Snarl, I think. Please don't miss the Kadabra. Has Pikachu lived an attack yet? Has Pikachu ever lived one? I think anytime he's been hit, he's died. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised that did one-shot the Kadabra. I thought it would have taken one. Wow, you are the perfect Pokemon for this battle, by the way. An Ice and a Psychic Pokemon. My Fire Dark. Very good. Stantler. Alright, less good into you, I will own up to that, but we'll go for an Incinerate. That's gonna hurt. Cupchew has Flail. I might lose this battle, you know. I need to kill Stantler, and I'm 4 times weak to the Stantler, which is why I said I might lose this. Oh, I didn't one-shot. Okay, I'm dead. Well, this guy's dead in particular. It can flinch this move as well, so I was like praying for the flinch and praying for the one-shot. It dies to Hail, though. Cthulhu, can you kill Cupchew and survive 1 hit from Stantler? Because you don't take super effective damage for a double kick. Please live this. Okay, if you go before Cupchew, I think Cthulhu wins. Oh my god, I went second. Holy shit. He's a goat. I mean, I guess he's an elder god, but you know what I mean. Wait, do I still win this? The hail... Okay, I was going to say the hail doesn't trigger right now, because I've won the battle. Because I would have died to hail there. Small child? I thought you were healing my Pokemon. I took it for granted, I guess. Normally when we get into this situation, you heal me as well. That's like part of the deal. Alright, I guess I'll do it. God, he's so lazy. Alright, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna go and drop you off, and then I'm gonna fight the Ranger trainers. Also, there's 3 trainers. I thought there was 2. Double Sneasel, get out of my face. Actually, at some point I'm going to need you, Dealing, but I need Swordsbrook instead, so I'll worry about it later. Alright. See you later, small child. Right, let me just finish clearing out this area. Hideki has Beware. I really don't like this Pokemon, not because of like any particular reason, like for like, you know, mechanics of the game. I just don't like how it looks. Like, it feels like it's not a Pokemon in my like eyes. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm like Bewareist or something, but it just looks wrong to me. Also, I think its typing looks wrong to me. It's got too much like grey on it to not be like a dark type. And it's also got too much pink to not be a fairy type, if you know what I mean. And it's just a fighting type, right? Actually, are you fighting normal? Hang on a second. I can't remember. It just doesn't look right. All I'm saying. Yeah, it's normal fighting. I guess there's a decent number of pink normal types. Right, please be faster. That should be illegal, I'm a bird. Alright, is Primate gonna sweep through my entire team? How quick's Primate, by the way? He's actually rolling me right now. Hidden, you've got one turn to kill this thing, otherwise you're dead, which is kind of ironic considering the character you're based on. You're slower than it. What? Hang on a second. I need to check Primate. You can't spell Primate with a prime, apparently. Please, Primate. It's not even that quick. Huh. I guess because I didn't put any speed investment into most of my Pokemon because I was in the tailwind gym. It's coming back to bite me a little bit, but it's not slow, by the way, by any means, but it's not over 100 base speed, which is kind of what I thought it was gonna be. You're faster than... It's gonna sweep me. It's actually a god. Primate. Yeah, I have no one quicker than you. Actually, Thievul might have been faster than you. I may have fucked up a little bit here. You're certainly faster than this guy. I'll use priority quick attack. It really is down to the hail kill. Okay, hang on a minute. It's not down to the hail anymore. What should we take? Okay, I've got a route to guaranteed victory now. I have to swap though. Probably should have swapped to this guy. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll reset fake out and that'll win. Thank you! I doubt Malabar's faster than Primate now because Malabar's not particularly quick, but yeah, I'm not faster. It is low sweeping me again though. Now I'm faster than you, I think. You've effectively given me tailwind. Holy shit. These karate-like masters. Make them the gym leaders. They're the strong guys. They don't even need a bullshit gym mechanic. They're just beating me good old hard work, elbow grease, and primates. Alright, let me do battle with the nerd over here. Fluffy, leave me alone. Also, why are you in this mountainous region? Mr. Mime! It's Galarian Mr. Mime! That's semi-unfortunate for me. Although I say that, is it actually unfortunate for me? No, it's not. You're Psychic Ice now, rather than Psychic Fairy. You're gonna do a little Protect. Cool, sure. I've been there as well, Mr. Mime, where I had to stall out Hail to help me kill a Pokemon. Oh, you're encoring me. Good idea. You've encored me to a super effective damaging move. There's also Stab. As enhanced crits, no, I needed it, but... Alright, what's your second Pokemon? Licky Tongue. His tongue is very licky. I'll send Night Slash into you. Okay, you have submission, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, big hurt. Mr. Longcord. Alright, Encord's over. I might as well send the Night Slash down, but Tailwind would be better. Or more consistent. Tailwind, Brave Bird, sorry, would be more consistent. I do want to run back again. Let me just pop some super potions on you. There you go. He's as right as rain. Probably should not send my bird into what looks like a hiker. You know what, Aizen? Let's see what you can do. I stacked my Pokemon with physical attackers, except for the Houndoom, but he's still pretty strong. Baldur. Aha! You thought you were going to get me with Sturdy. Sturdy won't work with what I'm about to do. Assuming I kill you. So this is 5 beat-ups with Technician Boost. Okay, we're still in this moment. You know what? It wasn't bad. Also, it's 6 times, sorry. It includes yourself. I was hoping for the one-shot. I mean, again, imagine this without Technician. Assuming this is getting boosted by Technician, I think it is. I'm not sure any Pokemon naturally learns Beat Up with Technician. I could be wrong, though. Zeref wants to learn Drill Peck. Zeref? Kind of a weird choice, but it's actually worse than Brave Bird, so I won't. Again, I think the right play is just to push the beat up button. I mean, actually, the right place to swap to actually a good Pokemon, but... I just want to see what this guy can do. I do all have Protect and Singles. He's stalling out for. I mean, I guess he's stalling out the hail, but... Okay, Feeble has picked up 2 kills in a battle solo, which is 2 more kills than he's ever picked up in a solo battle before. In the history of Pokemon. Aizen, your work is done, I think. Because Baldur will kill you. That being said, what's my next best line? I guess it's Cthulhu. Okay. Sneasel would have been better, I think. Actually, no, you're pure rock, right? You're not rock ground. So I think that would have been a terrible choice, in fact. You have weak armor. That's okay. You do have a rock type move as well, so okay. You could try and flinch spam me. I might actually lose Cthulhu here. You have had your defense lowered by 1, though. Didn't get the crit. Two rock blasts. Not 5. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you're faster than me with weak armor? Scum. Alright. I do eventually pick up the kill. I actually forgot I was boosting its speed. Alright. Snoring. Leave me alone. Okay, what is this thing in the grass? Hold on a sec. Let me put a repel on. You know what, that could have actually come into play? And what's really funny was I was thinking, don't I normally have Lax Incense by this point of the game? And it turns out, yes, I normally do have Lax Incense by this point in the game. Lax Incense increases the chance the move's going to miss you. To be fair, I don't know exactly who would have held it, because I couldn't have put it on the live pod. Well, I guess I could have done. Yeah, maybe I would have put it on the live pod and then just accepted that I couldn't take any hits. But it would have been very much a sideways step, so you know what? Maybe it wouldn't have mattered. In fact, I think the one place I would have put it is, I would have put it on, I'd have put it on Mopeko instead. Because Mopeko's item was basically worthless. Because it was not surviving anything. It was like, specifically, it would live a... I think it would have lived the move from Skarmory, Body Press, that was it. But even then, like, you know, if those two were meeting together in a battle, I'd lost. Alright, let me go see what this guy in the tunnel was using. This probably will be my second death of the episode. I know at some point I need you. That's for certain. I'm probably going to need a flyer. We've got a flyer. I probably won't need Hidan here, so let me take Hidan out the party. I would like a ground type, but I don't have one, so I'm going to have to use a psychic type, because I think they've got a Grimer or a Coughing or something. I could bring Huge Hanwoo. I've not used Huge Hanwoo this episode. I love Huge Hammer. I love his name, Yujiro. Well, huge more to the point. I'm probably going to have to breed a better one of these Scraggies, because he's not very good. There's a few of the other Pokemon here, like, I probably will have to, like, breed better versions of. But I'll try and wait until the point where I feel like I have to pull the trigger and I have to do it. Otherwise, there's kind of no point. But yeah, you're basically worthless here. Well, that's not... it's kind of true. Do I want to bring Mopeko with me? I kind of want Mopeko to do a good move. Do I have the heart scale left? I guess it's going to be my next check. Say I have a heart scale, because my Mopeko's moveset's pretty bad. It was like very niche for the battle I was in. I have a heart scale. Mopeko. Learn an actual electric type move, please, buddy. Spark is your best move. The problem with this is, if I get rid of Rapid Spin, I have to breed it back onto the Pokemon again. I can't readily put Rapid Spin back onto this Pokemon. So, there might be a line here for me just to not do this. Actually, you know what? Hang on a second. I've just thought something way smarter. Well, moderately smarter. Because this is not the only Mopeko I bred. I can grab the other one and change that one, because that one doesn't have Rapid Spin on it. So I've got some spare Pokemon here. But this one called B was originally going to be the Mopeko I was going to use in the battle, because it's actually got better stats. But it doesn't have Rapid Spin, and I couldn't get Rapid Spin without breeding. But it does have Spark on it, which is what I want. So actually, B, I thought you were done for. I thought you were, like, not welcome in this town anymore. But actually, you're coming back, B. And you're also going to be named an actual real name. You can be... What was the other one called? Pegasus? You can be Yubel. Just the only other villain Yu-Gi-Oh! I can remember. I'm sure there were others. I mean, I guess to be fair, Kaiba was as well. I guess we could have called Kaiba. Alright. And you should hold the magnet. Where's my magnet? There's nothing I can really give. Oh, no, hang on a minute. That's not true at all. There is something I can give you. I think I've got black belt, right? I do. And I tell you what I'm going to give you. Where's that metronome? Because let's be real here. You're going to push one button and one button to load. And it's the beat up button. So they'll get boosted up by metronome as well. And now I don't need this nerd. Right. So let's have a crack at beating... I forgot what he's called now. It's called like Butch or something. The leader of the Black Ember. I really should have looked up this battle, like, what he actually uses, because I didn't get too deep into it before. All I know is the Pokemon I had at the time was not a good match for it, though. Oh, he's just called Boss. He's using... Oh, he's James. 6 Pokemon. Excelgor is your first Pokemon. Oh, don't you Toxic Spike me? Isn't that the grand plan here? Wait, do I have a Poison type with me? I don't. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Aizen, I need you to one-shot this guy. You're going to get one-shot by this, aren't you? Alright, don't lead with Aizen, turns out. Actually, I need to... I've got a funny feeling this battle has not Excelgor. It has a Scavalier. I need my fire type for a Scavalier. Yeah, it's just some Toxic Spikes. Alright, that's going to be a problem. You have Focus Sash. You have Unburden, right? Okay. I've seen through you, Excelgor. I know what you're going to do. I mean, you're going to put another Toxic Spikes, I imagine. You know what? I'll allow it. Oh, wow, you tried to kill me. Okay. Everything being said and done, that's actually not a bad roll for me. Feel the crit method. It's not full Toxic Spikes, it's just going to poison me. So there's virtually no point in leaving Xerath alive now. I'll try and get Tailwind up, but yeah, he's faster. Oh, it's Moxie, that's right. That's probably game already. It's this thing that wiped me last time. Alright, U-Type, I need you to take a hit. You have also proc my Facade, but sadly I think this is better. Holy shit, that's a huge dodge. We were definitely dead if it hit me. I'm 4 times weak to play rough. Okay. My team is just willing victory. I've now got a Moxie boost. My Facade is going to do disgusting damage. I am a little bit slow, though. You want to learn Crunch? Not normally what you learn, but... Actually, I think Payback's better than Crunch for me. Yeah, I think it's better. Because we're so slow. I mean, to be fair, Payback's also not great for me, but... Alright, Pignite is here. Do I take the hit? I assume he's going to Arm Thrust me, which is going to be super effective damage. You know what? I'm going to shoot for the boot. Oh, you have Superpower? I'm not living this. Although you will drop your stats for it, so it's actually not a terrible trade in the end. Could be worse. Alright, Cthulhu, I'm asking a lot of you here, buddy. Okay, a Scavalier is in the party. That thing is 1000% going to know a bug type move. I have to swap. Yep. That still did disgusting damage. Okay. I have to incinerate. You've got a fire reduction berry. I guess what I was expecting. It's your only weakness. Still did really good damage. Thank God it didn't do the move it just did before. Fell Stinger. They've got a +3 attack boost. Alright. Mopeko, I need you to pick up the kill here ideally. I think I don't clap your cheeks here. I think I just go for a raw spark. But not trigger poison for multiple turns. He's so hangry. Ignite's back. Did we really do no damage to this Pokemon? Super Pung's my best attack right now. I'll halve your health. That'll tank your stats again. Yeah, I was gonna say, I probably don't take this. Alright, can Malamar sweep the last Pokemon? Oh, it's a dark type. It's fucking dark type Grimer. Okay. Well, that'll do it. Prepare to put a death in the column. I can't kill this thing. Okay. So what have we learned? Don't bring Eisen. That's one of the things I've learned. I might have to put some, like, berries on people as well. Nurse Joy, leave me alone. Do you say that? Do you say that to every trainer on insane difficulty? Right, I actually have to bring Quillfish. I don't have to, but it'd be a good idea to bring up someone that can soak up the toxic spikes, I think. Also, you resist fighting type moves, which is a pretty big draw. Oh, you want to go to 36? I think you get Barbarage at 37. You're so close to evolving. I could also give you spikes now, which is somewhat tempting. You have to come. How do I get through Grimer? Dark Poison. I'm really not good against that guy. I need ground type moves, but I don't have any. Steel wouldn't be bad, but I don't have any steel types either. It's a real, like, gap in my team right now. What do you have out of interest? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I'd like Brave Bird on my guy. Okay, that's slightly awkward then. And also coming crazy here. I actually don't think I want that Honchkrow. I think I actually want my worst statted Honchkrow because it's got Dual Wing Beat instead. I think I want Voldemort. Yeah, I do. I want Voldemort. And not Zeref right now. Because you would be pretty good against the first Pokemon. You're a sponge. You're my resident cheek clapper, but I don't know if I need the cheek clapping abilities right now. As good as you were Imhotep as well, I don't think I need you in this battle. I'm just trying to think of how I want to kill this Grime, but I just don't have a good line. I guess... No, you're not the answer. You're an awful answer. Yeah, I just don't have a good line. I just have to beat it down, I think. Maybe more Peko Superfang is to play. Alright, fuck it. Let's just go with this squad. I don't think it's good enough. If I can't do it, I'll actually have to, like, think about it. Honestly, we're getting close to getting more Darks anyway. So that might unlock the Pokemon I need to get through. I need a good ground type move, is my current issue. Also, this squad is really wrong. I actually forgot to change a few things. Scraggy is in. In fact, I think I get Scrafty right. Isn't Scrafty like 36 or is it 39? I don't remember. It's soonish though. It's you that's on the party. Sue and Quillfish, you are back. But as I said, you might as well be a sponge. Okay, you can hold on to... I guess Wild Lens is fine. I think Dual Wing Beat's not 100% accurate, right? Yeah. So I'll get to basically 100%. You're holding Black Belt. Do I need to hold Black Belt? Probably not a bad idea. Twisted Spoon is probably okay. The Magnet. Sure. And actually, what I want you to hold... You're probably my best Pokemon right now holding Eviolite. So I think I want you to hold the Eviolite. You'll be real tanky now. Okay, let's give it another whirl. As I said, if I beat this guy, I get the bicycle. So there's kind of a lot of the line here. And I guess if I can't do it right now, because I don't have a great... It's really just the Grimer instead. As soon as I deal with the Grimer, I think it's fine. I'll have answers for everything else. I mean, we can also do a bikeless playthrough, I suppose. We don't need the bike. This sure doesn't kill me. That was remarkably close. Okay, this gets around Focus Sash, by the way, which is why I wanted this Pokemon and not the other one. So no spikes have gone up, so I don't actually need my Sponge anymore. But my Sponge can probably take some other hits. So that's fine. Right, you have Moxie. That's what I've learned. You also have Play Rough. So actually, I think Courtney would be good here. Poison it. So villainous. You fell right into my trap. And you still have Fell Sting, which is sadly your best move still at level 32. Alright, not entirely shocking, but... I actually don't know what a Escavalier would do to Courtney. And we're not going to find out. Wow, that's really unfortunate. I did not expect a ground type move. I'm going to level with you. Escavalier is going to beat me now. I can't kill Escavalier. I needed my fire type for it. Yep, I'm fucked. Just on the spot lost. Because you're going to get hit by a ground type move now. My best line is Super Fang, I think. I doubt you take this. You took it. Unfortunately, I think your best move is still Super Fang. It's probably close, though. I'll shoot for the moon. If we're going to beat this Pokemon Escavalier with Morpeko, I need to get Spark into Paralysis into Paraflinch. Yeah, okay. That's real bad. Okay, so he's got +3 attack boost. It is slow, to be fair. If I can just kill it from here, though, we're good. It's a big ass, though, to kill it from here. With only physical attackers, kind of. Also, I'm not sure you're quicker. You know what, Courtney? Let's try it. I think my best play is Dark Pulse. I think it's my kill. You're so pathetic. Ah, you didn't get the flinch. There's a chance of flinching on this as well. I should have gone to Huge Hammer. I should have just clapped his cheeks. And then hit it with a fighting type move. Yeah, that was way safer. Alright, Hammer, it's all up to you, buddy. I could do with you sweeping through that team now. What if it misses Play Rough? I mean, no one else can take it, so you know. Alright, we lost this battle. I think actually I can't do this right now. I just don't have a good answer to the Mightyena. Or the... Well, I've got answers to like everything, but like it's... What's the word for it? It's like I have one answer and I just can't get the positioning right. It'd be so much nicer for me if I could have a steel type Pokemon. Basically, I want Pawniard. But I don't get Pawniard until literally before the Elite Four, so it'd be a long wait for it. Actually, if we get Overquill, I think I'd feel happier, because then Overquill could probably fight the Mightyena a little bit better. And also fight other Pokemon a bit better. Alright, that's fine. You take your pound of flesh. That's fine by me. Actually, give me one more attempt. Because, shut up. The other play I could make, now that I know this happens, I didn't know Escavalier had Drill Run. I can swap into Honchkrow to eat the Drill Run. Wow, they changed their mind. They didn't do this last time. Shouldn't matter, to be fair. In fact, this will be better because I'll retain way more health on Voldemort. And that crit was irrelevant. So this Pokemon I have to go into Quillfish, but that's fine because I want to go into Quillfish anyway because Quillfish will now suck up the toxic spikes. Nice, good sponging. Now I dodge the attack, come on. Okay, so you're going to swap into Escavalier, we've learned. So I think my best course of action is Water Pulse. You stayed in. You are scum. I bet if I use a bug move, you will swap. How much does this do? I wish my physical attacking Pokemon had physical attacks. You're scum. This game is so cheaty. Alright, it's a Scavalier. Oh, it's Pignite. Never mind. Doesn't make it much better, to be honest with you. That being said, I could hit you with a Water-type move. It would do, like, no damage, but I could do it. Surely you're doing this because you got a Ground-type move. That can be the only reason, right? I'm going to go into Voldemort. And predict you've got something like... Earthquake. You did Superpower into me? It wasn't even super effective! I mean, this isn't either, to be fair, but... Okay, is Voldemort faster than Pignite? It is. This might kill. It's not going to kill without crit. Crit? Ah, no super luck for me. Still, that's not bad. That's basically Pignite's ass. And I traded a bird for it. And all I need to do now is retain someone with priority to kill that thing. Let's go into U-Bell, because if they go back into a Scavalier again, I know that Drill Run is incoming, so... Wait, hang on a minute. Drill Run comes in, and what do I do now? I die? That's not the line I wanted to take. Okay, you let me clap his cheeks. Yeah, what do I do to Scavalier now? I didn't really think this far ahead. I was like, we'll just go into Honchkrow. We can't. We've killed Honchkrow. I guess we just take the hit. Sadly. That's really good to me. I'm actually thrilled with the Mightyena there. I think a Scavalier would have caused me some real problems. I mean, this actually is still not great for me, but at least Hisuian Quillfish can, like, cheese it a bit more. We get some more poison triggers. You're trying to kill me. First thing I might kill from here. He died to poison. That's fine. I didn't get the +3 attack, but Courtney wasn't living long anyway. Courtney, I think, is 4 levels away from whatchamacallit. You might want Toxic Spikes. It would actually give you a purpose as a entry hazard setter. Flail is kind of worthless on you, but equally, so is Water Pulse and Dark Pulse because you're not a special attacker. So let's get rid of Water Pulse. I keep pushing this button into Pokemon that, like, are weak to it, and it does no damage still. The Pokemon has no special attack. It just doesn't exist. Right, a Scavalier's back, so Drillon is almost certainly incoming. Unfortunately, I have no play into that. So we'll do the most damaging move, which might be Flail now, but... Actually, it probably is Flail. Even though you resist it. No, it's Dark Pulse. I'm going to return to flinching this way. Probably kills me. Okay. Gaston? No one incinerates like Gaston. I know you're Ockerberry, but I don't really have anything I can do about that. That's my ass. I wonder why you tried to hit with a bug-type move last time. Like, this is clearly your best move. Okay, we're going to Huge Hanma now. Huge Hammer's going to pick up a Moxie boost when he kills a Scavalier, hopefully. Clap his cheeks. +1 on Huge Hanma. And we know they've got Grimer left. What's your other Pokemon, though? I actually don't know what the other one is. Do I know what the other one is? Coughing. You know what? I'll pay you back. Fuck, I'm faster than you. I'm actually hoping it poison gases me so I can facade it. You've reduced my stats to 0. Okay, we're swapping. Black Sludge. Okay. Cthulhu? Do you hear his call? Listen closely. This might hurt. Okay, never mind. I guess it's a coughing, but Malamar's defense isn't great. Although, to be fair, I have invested quite high in its defensive stats, so maybe that's what's happening. Oh, Will-O-Wisp pretty nasty. I am a physical attacker. Sadly, Will-O-Wisp, my huge hammer, is also a physical attacker. I guess they just assumed I'd have Facade and played around it. Swapping into a dark type. Fair enough. This matchup is really disfavored for me. I think we go into U-Bell now. But I'm still not entirely certain I kill this Grimer easily. I said I kind of like... I don't have an answer to it other than winging it. It's physically quite bulky. I don't have many special attackers right now. Super Fang it down, I guess, is the winner strat. Okay, I possibly need Spark into Paralysis. Wait, you probably have Limber. Yeah, you might have Limber. This Grimer. Hello, cool. Okay, we go into Huge Hanma. And hopefully Huge Hanma wins me the battle and wins me the bike. Flappy's cheeks. Although yeah, I guess Grimer has cheeks. It's really whether the cheeks stop. I think no, Outbreak Break. I was going to say maybe it's just Facade just in case they swap, but they're not going to swap with that health. We get a Moxie boost, and I guess we'll just fight the Coughing. Coughing's going to use Payback. But not if I kill him with Facade, he's not. I didn't kill him with Facade. Okay, clear Smog Me, he's throwing. I think the only route to success there, although to be fair, Payback might not have killed me from there because I do resist it. If I thought I'd resist it, they would never beat me from there. Alright. I'm glad I did the third attempt at James. You know, he cheesed me the other two times. How was I meant to know that Escavalier was going to have Drill Run? How would I know Excel Go was going to have a Bug type move? What could have given me that hint? Also, I think I got a TM for this. Oh yeah, I phoned my own gang now as well. I forgot that's my other reward. Nice, get a motorcycle. Alright. Okay, we get work up. It's okay. Actually, it's probably better than okay. You're the one that's... Is it attack and defense you give? Oh, it's attack and special attack, sorry. What am I thinking of? It's the one that Annihilate does a lot of the time in VGC. I forgot what it's called. Alright, it's not as good as I thought then. But whatever. I like getting all the TMs. Or at least all the good TMs. Okay, I need to go back to Blizzard City now. And we can get the next city. I've got about 50 minutes left. You know what? How Christmassy was this stream? Look at all the snow. Again, to be fair, YouTube, this is probably going to come out after Christmas, but it'll come out during festive times. The bit between Christmas and New Year's might as well be Christmas. It's the same thing, okay? Wait, did I need to do this? I think I did. I don't think it could have gone from the other side. Every day is Christmas if you watch Elf enough. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I mean, I can imagine it's been... I know it's a comedy, right? I might burn some bridges here, but American comedies, especially in films, I often find them quite lacking. To be fair, a lot of modern day, like, British comedies as well, I find lacking, but... Stuff from, like, the 70s, 80s, and, like, early 90s in terms of British comedy... That's the creme de la Edgar of comedy. Did I need to do this? I can't remember. I'm actually lost right now. I know I'm going to the next city. I thought I had to go through that route to get there, but maybe I just go this way. My age is showing again? That's fine. I can't help it if no one's making good comedy anymore. Like, we've peaked in comedy. Right. What is this? Crater Tell. False Shore is where I need to go. Okay. I think I went back up the mountain and then just go back down the mountain again. Whatever. That's fine. Wait, do I have to fight someone here? Oh no, he just gets his ass blasted, right? My friend. He gets thrown in a waterfall, and he's like, ah, god damn it, I got thrown in a waterfall. That really frustrates me when I get psychicked into a waterfall. We don't ask, you know, if he's okay or anything. He's like, ah, oh, whatever, it's Jax. Honestly, the amount of shit you put me through in the later game, Jax. You deserve to be thrown in the waterfall. Alright. So it's very unlikely I'm going to get to the next gym, which is funny I say this because the gym is literally like here. But to get to this gym, I have to go to Telltown to the west, and then I have to beat what is normally a really hard battle, which Jax helps me in, aka proc competitive, I think, like twice or something. However, the way they win that battle is size spam with expanding force, and I'm immune to psychic type moves, so I suspect it isn't going to be that hard for me, but we'll see. They do have fairy courage, to be fair, so he might still be a bit tricky. Let me just check what these guys are selling while I'm here. Alright. Calm Mind and Bulk. Oh, Bulk Up was the movie I was literally thinking of before. Thank you, game. I knew the game had my back. Alright, we'll buy these TMs. They're actually quite good, to be fair. I think you buy evolution items, sorry, sell evolution items, you do. I don't think I need any on this playthrough. Oh, these are very useful. Hold on. I don't think I can go that crazy. I know money's like literally not an object anymore, but it only is until I don't have any money anymore. I have to grind the money back out again. But I'll buy like 50 of these. So these berries, in case you're wondering what they do, they remove EVs off Pokemon, which is quite useful if you want to, like, for example, like, re-EV distribute a Pokemon. These berries make it way easier. Rather than breeding a new Pokemon for, like, a specific EV, I can just use the berries instead. When we get later into the game, they'll be, like, extremely abundant, but right now I have no access to them. Well, other than that now. Okay, there is an inverse battle house in this area. That's what I say to that. Don't want to do it. To be fair, it's probably not bad for dark types doing the inverse battles because, well, it depends, I guess. Dark type's not particularly good defensive typing, but as soon as it's inverse battle, it is good defensive. But by proxy, it's quite a good offensive type, so surely it's like worse offensively. Actually, knows a trainer here. What Pokemon have you got at this point? Elliot. Marini. I actually quite like Marini as a Pokemon. I think it's really cool. It is here to stall me out, though, and poison me normally. Alright, he's not got Baleful Bunker, at least. If that's your best move, we should be fine. Alright, see you later, Marini. You have 4 Pokemon. Ooh, okay, that's less fine for me. Again, I'm lacking a ground type right now. My next best course of action, I think, is to go into U-Bell. And resist electric with electric. Yep, that was discharge. Gee, that still did quite a lot of damage. Okay, we definitely Super Fang it. I probably should have clapped his cheeks, to be fair. Yeah, I definitely should have clapped the cheeks. You have Signal Beam. Excuse me? Satan? Oh, you got Confusion as well. Okay, U-Bell, I desperately need you to break through Confusion here. I think Super Fang is going to do more than Quick Attack right now. Okay, you've done as good as you could do. Unless you can hold on. No, Discharge will kill from here. Okay. Right. How do I finish you off? I guess we get the Resonant Cheek Clapper. Huge Hanma. That's not what I wanted to see. Ground Water. If only I'd brought my Grass type. I'm going to level with you. I have no idea what you're going to do to me. I'll just Brute Break you. Okay, that's just going to hurt me a lot. Oh, God. You're faster. We'll do payback. Alright, you missed me again. This will do less damage this time. How did I do more? They're both stab. I am confused. I am also dead. I thought I'd take one of them. Alright, well, this is a bit awkward now. I guess we're going to Lord Voldemort. I think they'll be faster than Whiscash, but I'm not entirely certain. Okay. I really need to get some special attackers and ideally a bit more coverage. Like, my entire party is physical attackers. Voldemort, Zerafast if you want a Drill Peck, and I didn't give it to them. You also don't need Drill Peck. What are you going to Drill Peck him with? You have no nose. Gaston wants to learn Crunch. That's not good for you, so no. Still one Pokemon I've not seen as well. Sharpedo. Base is a Dark type. Unfortunately for me, I don't want to hit this Pokemon because it has rough skin, but I think I'm going to have to hit it. Also, I would like my Fighting type Pokemon back. Okay, please break through Confusion. Okay, great trade. You give me 2 attack stats, I will kill you. And I will take the rough skin damage. I'm very much on board with this trade. God, Voldemort's been good this playthrough. Again, can you break through Confusion, please? Honestly, in my eyes, Harry Potter's the bad guy. You can't tell me that Voldemort was the bad one. Have you seen what he's doing right now? I'm going to assume I'm faster, but either way, I'll give Lord Voldemort his chance to sweep. I've picked the wrong move, but it doesn't matter, because Voldemort is that good. I definitely should have used Night Slash, whatever my other move was. Alright, you're actually pretty tough for a trainer. You're really the only one on that beach as well. I don't know if you're a trainer. Hang on a sec. I'm getting so Captain Distracted, I really should just be running to the town on the left. In fact, I should also be checking... Do I catch any dark types here? My next dark type is... Yeah. Well, not here, but... Across in the other town, I can catch a new dark type. Voldemort did kill more people than Harry Potter, if that's what you're measuring. No. I'm measuring which one has helped me more on this playthrough, and it's definitely not Harry Potter. To be fair, he's not on the playthrough, but... Hang on a sec. Are you a trainer? No. You're a quest. You're also, spoilers, a ditto. But you're a quest. I will deal with this quest maybe another time, because I said I got about 35 minutes. I want to run to the other town and try and get my other Dark-type Pokemon now. Can't get it hit right. Oh, I've not seen it, of course. I can't dex now for it. Okay, False Swipe is useful for catching Pokemon, but that's about it. I'm going to skip some trainers. Perfect. This is where I want to be. Let me just run into the grass. Marill, you're not who I want. Lotad, also not who I want. You can keep trying, I'm going to keep running away from you. Wait, this is probably what I want. Okay, I got very lucky. I forgot. I think it's a Gen 8 Pokemon, right? So I needed to do this. Yeah, it's a Gen 8. I'm stupid. Linoon! Galarian Linoon is a Dark-type Pokemon. Let's try Quick Ball. In case you're wondering where I've got Quick Balls from, one of the raid battles gives you Quick Balls for a reward. Alright, good. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. Okay. Let me try Lone Rit's health a little bit. Yubel, clap his cheeks. Clap her cheeks, sorry. That's fine. He can set up on me. That's not a problem. Sebastian drops as a baby. Wait till you see his final form. I was going to say it was a lot of damage, but it was a crit. Okay, Superfine can't kill because it halves the health. Another really good move for catching Pokemon. Okay, get in the Great Ball. You know what? How do you feel about a fast ball? I don't know what your base speed is. Actually, you might not be fast enough for a fast ball to be better than a Great Ball. It's just a fancy ball. You know you're getting the fancy ball. Yeah, I knew it. You wanted to be in the fancy ball. Right, Linoon, you can be called... I think something more apt. Sometimes I get like names that it's like, I'd really like to use this for a different Pokemon. You know what? You're called Light now. I don't know why it's what I could think of. Really not appropriate for your final form, but I couldn't think of anything else. I'd like to sneak past you. Thank you. Okay. We've got the Telltale now, avoiding every single trainer. Which is really good for a few reasons. Firstly, let me pick up this quest. This quest, when I complete it, which I can't do just yet, but I'm soon going to be able to do it, gives me the ability to change natures, which will make my life a bit easier when I'm breeding Pokemon. But yeah, I can't do this right now. Is there anything else I need in here? What's this house? Oh, you're the name rater. I don't need you anymore. I've got an item that does your task. Alright, great balls are still the best balls you can get. What about my repels? We'll buy a few repels. I'm running out. What is name rating about? The whole point is that you can change the name of a Pokemon if you don't like it. They might as well be called the name changer, but the actual thing is a name rater. The reason I say it's pointless is the stat tool I got earlier lets me rename Pokemon just in this menu, so I literally don't even need to speak to him. At the touch of a button, anywhere I am, I can change the name of the Pokemon. Yeah. If they've given them a good... Sorry, if you've given them a name as well, they'll say it's good. If it's just the standard name, they'll go like, oh, that's a terrible name. I don't think it's had any other use beyond that. Okay, this Linoon is not blessed with stats. Alright, Light, at some point I will breed a better version of you. Not today, but at some point I'll breed a better version of you that actually has... not the worst stat line I think I've seen in Pokemon. It's attacked out as well. Oh my god, your nature's awful. What a schmuck. To be fair as well, I think with Linoon, or the Galarian Linoon, I want the other ability. In fact, you get 3 abilities from what I remember. You get Defiant, I think, which is your hidden ability, which I probably can't get right now. But I'd rather have Pickup. Yeah, I'd rather have Pickup. And it does get Defiant when it evolves. Also gets Guts, actually. Hang on a minute, Guts and he might be fine, because when it evolves to Obstagoon, it gets Guts. Okay, that's better than I thought. But I kind of want to pick up... I want to get a Pokemon with Pickup on it as well. I couldn't get it with a Bug-type Pokemon, but Pickup is quite useful for accumulating items, rather than me doing like the mining minigame and stuff, and any of that other stuff like Cloud Burst, and... I can just randomly find items in the ground with Pickup. So I want to pick up a Pickup Pokemon, and I think Galarian Linoon is the only one I can get. So I'll search off camera for another Galarian Linoon with Pickup. I will get a better one with Gluttony, and we'll see what it can do next time. Because I said I don't. The breeding right now takes me too long. It'll take me like 2 or 3 hours to sort that out. I'll literally be in this mode the entire time, hatching eggs, which is not that entertaining. Okay, we got 20-something minutes. Let me grab some experience by just fighting some trainers. You're a massive nerd from what I remember. Also, you keep blocking my path. So I've got a funny feeling that you do, like... You're a Smeargle user. So you're going to do Spore plus something. We're in rain. It's going to be Spore plus Thunder. And I don't have a ground type. Yep, it's Smeargle. I'm going to assume you have a Focus Sash, and Dual Wing Beat will kill you. You're faster than me, okay. Just wake up. If it's thunder, Voldemort ain't gonna like it. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna predict it is thunder. I'm gonna go to you, Belle. It is thunder or hurricane. It'll be abusing the rain in some way. I'm so smart. Also, I've played this game like 5 times now. Oh, nice try, Smeagol. Do you have any other tricks up your sleeve? How about what about being clapped in the cheeks? You have a trick for that? I don't know if Superfang or Spark's better. I think Spark's better. Alright, it doesn't matter, I'm asleep. If Thunder is your best damaging move, though, I'll just wait to sleep out. Actually, before I do this... Oh, while I'm doing it. Okay. So the next Dark type I can get, I have to get beyond the 4th gym, I think. Unless I can get Good Rod now. Actually, I want to check that as well before I end today. Because if I can get Good Rod, there's one more I can get. Sorry, did he just... What, did he nasty plot on me? Alright, that's a good crit. So I guess he was going to boost himself until Thunder did real damage. But that would have taken like 6 boosts, and even then it would have done like a 3rd, I think. Leonardo, not your finest work. Came out here to learn about the Pokemon in the area. Lotad. Oh, fucking Ditto. Well, I say oh, fucking Ditto. I'm kind of looking forward to it at some point. I don't want to like look too far into the future because, you know, this is going to take me some time to beat this playthrough. I am somewhat looking forward to, though, doing normal typing. I actually forgot you were asleep. I was so lucky I woke up. Just because of Ditto shenanigans that we could potentially pull. Okay, so is speed tying right now? Nice, okay, we won the speed war. And dings are round. Oh, snap, Galarian Lanoon. I assume yours is better than mine was. Maybe not, it's got Fury Swipes. You crit me? Come on. It's gonna hit me 5 times now, isn't it? 4 times with a double crit? Come on. Okay, I got a crit back, but to be fair, my ability raises my crit chance. Yours doesn't. Also, Fury Swipes are like 85% accurate. I don't know why Fury Swipes are so inaccurate. Make Fury Swipes 100% accurate. You hit me 9 times and crit me twice. That's disgusting. While I'm here as well, I should probably do the raid then. Alright, Super Potion. Where is it? It's like here, right? No, it's there. There are some traders in the north of the waterway, but I have to go there for quest reasons fairly soon. So I'll probably do that next time. Oh my god, I love this Pokemon. It's garbage, but I love it. Cramorant, you are 4 times weak to electric, buddy. Pokemon Company, make Mega Cramorant. That's what the people want. With the same ability. What happened to my Pikachu? Excuse me, this is very legally distinct Dedenne. And by Dedenne, I don't mean Dedenne, I mean legally distinct Morpeko. Even I'm getting it wrong. Do you mean why is it transforming? Is that the question? Or is it just why does it look like Pikachu? In which case the answer is to sell plushies. The other answer is if it's why is it changing? It's got an ability called I think it's called Hangry. The ability is just called Hangry. And I flip between two forms, and the only thing that matters is I've got a signature move on this Pokemon called Aura Wheel. That if it's in this form, is an electric type attack, and if it's in the other form, it's a dark type move. I don't have that move yet. I've not unlocked it, so currently it just does nothing except waste everyone's time. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that like Pikachu. As I said, Dedenne is the same. Pluzzle Minim also like Pikachu likes. To some degree, Marill is kind of like a Pikachu light as well. So much so, I think people were calling it Pika Blue when like it was revealed. I said, it's just to sell plushies. Like, you know, they got to the point when they fleeced everyone for a Pikachu or a Raichu plushie. So what's the next best thing they can do? Basically make another one. And that's what this is. It's basically another Pikachu, like. And most generations have one. You want to learn Torment? Nah, I'm good. You know what, Cramorant? I'll catch you. Why not? You're fun. You're kind of goofy looking. I like your ability. What is that actually your ability called? I forgot what it's called. It's the one when you swallow Pikachu. Potentially, or a fish. Cramorant. Gulp Missile, that's what it's called. And its form's called Gulping and Gorging. Sadly, not a very good Pokemon, but funny. No, you don't get a name. Also, you don't get to live in that box for very long. Alright. Kind of worth it for the items. It'll really start matching when these things start dropping things like choice bands. Oh, Marill's the perfect thing. It kind of looks like Pikachu, right? It's got a weird tail, kind of a goofy smile, and a round body. It's just blue Pikachu. That cave has the... Oh, God, I forgot what they're called now. The legendary... spirity... things, the Best Spirit and Ooze Spirit, what they're called. The Gen 5 legendaries that are very good. So not good, I don't remember their name. Right, we need to get our Resident Cheek Clapper. Please don't flinch, Bambi. I mean, it's kind of what I'm going to do to you, but I can only do one time. You lost track in Gen 2. I mean, Marill was in Gen 2, to be fair. Okay, huge dodge. Huge dodge. Hadman, I really would like you to be picking up kills there. Okay. Now you're correct. Alright, that's a real Pokemon. Live? Okay, the defense drop doesn't matter because we're going to die next to regardless. Well done. Huge Hanma. Round of applause. That's a big kill. It's probably your ass, to be fair. Yeah, it's actually quite good. Well, it's a somewhat good Please be faster than Lairon. Nice. You're going to one-shot it unless it's got Sturdy. Oh, it's got Sturdy. Yeah, it's a pretty good Pokemon in its evolved state, Azumarill. Because it gets huge power, right? And it's got a pretty good attack stat. And eventually, after Gen 6, was a Fairy type. So it had a lot of things going for it. If I ever get Route to Water, we'll probably use it at some point. Water's going to be a really weird playthrough if we ever get up to it, just because there's so many Water-type Pokemon in the game. There's going to be some Pokemon we just don't ever see. It's like you do the same thing as this Pokemon, but you have worse stats, therefore we're never going to see you. Which is kind of why I'm doing the more, what I'll say is obscure types first, like the slightly rarer types. Palpitoad, another Gen 5 Pokemon. Very forgettable. Actually, to be fair, I do quite like Seismitoad in its final evolution. It's probably one of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon. Voldemort keeps winning. Is normal next on the list? Probably. My internal thoughts on it, which again is some way away, to be fair, from getting to the next one, but I will probably do normal next because the reason I did Dark, as I said, is that there's no bug Dark in the game, so I was never going to do the same Pokemon I did before from the bug playthrough. Admittedly, I did do like a Dark one, but not an insane difficulty, so there are some Ghost Darks. We will see like some repetitions there. But there's also no bug normal type. So, again, we'll see a full plethora of Pokemon that we didn't see on the other playthrough. And I think there's only one normal Dark, which, funnily enough, is Lanoon, which we just caught. So it'll give me a lot of variety again. After that, I'm not entirely certain what my plan is. And there's some I need to check the viability of, because strictly speaking, under my rule set, I can't actually do Fire type. I know I can't do it. But I think it might be the only one that I can't do from the start. There's also going to be some weird situations with Dragon and Steel. As you may imagine, because Dragon is a considered strong typing, and there's not many Dragon Pokemon in the early game. So I'll have to think how I want to do this. Alright, just want to quickly check. Does anyone here give me a good rod? Nope. I've got a funny feeling Good Rod isn't here. Like, I think it's far further into the game. I will take Strength, though. That might be good on, well, Obstagoon eventually when I get there. There's a Stab normal type move. Pokemon Joes have a lot to look forward to. Hopefully, yeah. You want me to just to find, you know, just casually find you a home. Sure. 12-year-old girl, please find me a home to live in. I'm homeless. How do I start? Yeah, so when I start these runs, So again, if you want to go behind the curtains, because I normally do it off camera, what I do is I can cheat in an encounter being any Pokemon in the game, basically. So I cheat in the encounter that I want. I give myself like an Ultra Ball, catch that Pokemon, and if I don't catch it, I just reload it. Then I go to the move relearner by cheating, relearn the move so that it's appropriate for the start that Pokemon's meant to be. Then I come all the way back to the beginning of the game again via cheating, turn all the cheats off, and that's my starter. And then yeah, I pick it off the type that I intend to start my playthrough with. Although, admittedly, my first time trying to do dark, I picked a fire type, not a dark type, which was not my best idea. But I meant well. This is the move deleter, by the way, which means that assist strategy is suddenly become way more reasonable. Don't you give me something for this? Alright, that wasn't worth it. I just remember there was an item there. But yeah, so the dragon one's going to be a bit awkward because there is a dragon you can get vaguely early, but like it's just one dragon. Why can't you do fire? Because under my rules, I try and use the Pokemon with the HMs of that typing as well. So like I don't have a HM slave. I will use something of that type. So for example, when I get up to Surf, although this isn't the only Pokemon that can do it, my Quillfish can do Surf. And it can do Waterfall, which is the other big restriction. There is no fire type in Pokemon that can learn Surf or Waterfall. There is a hand-wavy Pokemon that can change its types to fire, that learns Surf but it doesn't learn Waterfall. So under my rules, there is actually no way to do the game. Unless I start, and as I said, use a Pokemon that can change its type, and I start with Arceus, because I think Arceus can learn Waterfall. So I'm going to have to change my rules to fire. Or just not do it. And it'd be the one type I can't do. Rocky Helmet's quite nice, except for none of my Pokemon are defensive. And as I'm aware right now, I think it's the only Pokemon typing that I'm aware of that can't do Surf or Waterfall. There might be others. I've not quite looked through all of them yet. Like, I don't know about Steel either. But I think there's a Water Steel type, right? Yeah, Empoleon is going to be Water Steel, right? And I bet you it learns Surf and Waterfall. I'm just quickly checking, just out of interest. Yeah, it learns Surf and Waterfall. Basically, as long as it's got a Water type in its category, it probably can do the challenge. But there's only one Fire Water type Pokemon in the game, and it's a mythical Pokemon. I don't think it actually learns a Waterfall, so... I'm actually not sure it learns Surf either, for that matter. Okay. I think I may have been wrong. I don't think you can get the Good Rod here. Which is kind of what I expected. Okay. Alright, it's not there. So, any other Pokemon I can get right now? Is there anything in the cave? No. Okay. Yeah, there's a Pokemon I can get on... Actually, I don't think I can get it on this route. I might be really dumb. There's one I can get on Route 4 and one I can get on Route 12, but I need the Good Rod or the Super Rod, respectively. I know where the Super Rod is, but I can't remember where the Good Rod is. I think it's one of those stupid situations where you get, like, the Good Rod and the Super Rod, like, 1 second later. So it's like, what was the point? Right, that needs Surf. Okay, let me leave these trainers here for now. I'll come back and do them. Oh, is there anything in here? What about other challenges, like no item runs? I don't know. It really depends on, like, how I, like, restrict the pool. The only other thing I thought about for, like, those types of things, and bearing in mind there's 16 types in the game, so if I do every single one of them, I've done 16 playthroughs of this game. I consider doing one where I don't use Pokemon that evolved, or have evolved. And actually, to be more accurate, it was to use Pokemon that could evolve, but I haven't evolved them. Because there are some Pokemon that just don't evolve, which are, like, obviously good. I'm not sure how feasible that is yet. I'd have to, like, sit down and, like, run through the numbers. But it would give me access to multiple types. I'd also consider doing one which was like, I'm only using Pokemon from the from Team Rocket's Pokemon or something like that, or you know, the basically the bad team's Pokemon. Wait, can I not go through here yet? Huh. I thought I had access to that. Maybe I have to start the next quest line and they say, like, oh, there's a secret area back here you can go. You know what I just thought as well? I literally been whining about not having the bike and I didn't even fucking register the bike. Sorry, register. Oh, yeah. I've got a bicycle. Is it you that tells me about it? I don't remember. Either way, this is the way I have to go next. Do I do it now or do I do it later? I think for now we'll end this there. I've only got like 5 minutes left for stream anyway, so it's a pretty good timing rather than starting and not finishing the next series of battles. We'll do a little save, and that'll do for this episode. Actually, pretty good episode. As I said, honestly, I only planned to beat the 3rd gym leader. I thought it was going to be one of those episodes where I just grind my face into a wall of improbabilities. And I did it first time, which was pretty funny. It turned out actually like the head of the Black Ember was the hardest battle by a country mile at the end, but strictly speaking, not true. It was definitely harder with the gym battle. I just got really lucky. So anyway, that's going to do for this episode. Next time we will go to, I can't remember what it's called now. It's what you just said. Go to the secret place behind the house or something and fight some people that are going to spam Expanding Force, but I've Dark type, so I don't need to worry about it. However, they are going to use Fairy type moves. I'll breed the Lanoon so it's actually good, because my one is currently terrible. And then I'll have to think about maybe some other Pokemon that I might want to use going forward, and maybe I'll try and get them like a better state of stat lines, because currently some of them are pretty bad. And then hopefully, once we do all that, maybe I can get myself by the end of the next episode at the 4th gym leader door, and we can knock out the 4th gym leader, maybe even next time, but probably like the time after that. Alright, thanks for watching YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everyone helps me out. See you next time. Bye!